He said you sound like a rapper.
I sound like a fucking rapper doing a fucking 1980s tune. MC fucking
MC Helen, he said.
MC Helen in the place. Fucking army the both of yous.
I think is it live now?
I don't know. I think it's live. There's only 17 seconds on. The girls are hilarious. Emma's best friend, Helen. Emma and Helen. It's so funny, the both of them. She's on them up. Like a rapper. Oh, what the fuck is he doing? He's playing my wolf. He's absolutely beautiful. He is monstrous, that dog. As soon as he hears my voice, well, if I come downstairs or coming back from a shop or something, he's like, woof, woof, woof. He won't pack in until he gets to me. He's absolutely beautiful, he is. So we've had a great day today. So we've had the idiot on again, the Mr. Boyle, with his stupid, pathetic fake account saying the telephone calls of Decca Higgy aren't real. They're made up. Well, who the fuck's made them up? Who's made them up? A ventriloquist or something, or a photographer and put them in there. Somebody who copies your voice, what they're called. So the police woman must be lying as well at the police station. No, if they were unreal, right, and they weren't real, Decca would have phoned the police station when he was out, when these happened. And he'd report to somebody putting videos up about me for pretending to be phone the police station. No, the police station was real. The person who got them videos for us was Rhonda. Rhonda gave them out because when she did the Clare's Law, you can hear the policewoman and this. If you haven't seen the phone call today, it's a new phone call. I can't remember what it says now because we had to change it because the little snitch, tinfoiled, reported me for calling him chip pan fathead. But you know why I did that, Jamie? Because I knew it was you pretending to be that name you were putting up, pretending to be. Oh, you've got it wrong, brother. You've got it wrong. I'm best friends with Decca Higgy's dad. I'm with him now. He said, you need to stop doing what you're doing because when he gets back, he'll really sort you out. Well, he couldn't sort me out when I was fucking here. The man was in prison, fucking going to look at 8 to 10 years. So stop. You tried to do that. So I called you chip pan fathead deliberately. Straight away, community guideline strike. It's off their YouTube. I knew it was him. And then what he does, I don't know if you know this, you can put it's like a tick like that, and then there's a line like that, and it's looks like a ball, and a couple other figures. And you go to send it to them, and it sends back to you. So I knew it was Boyle straight away. As soon as I went, send the message to him, it sent back. So the next minute, community guideline strike. So we had to take the phone call from the police. It said something about the police on the phone. You had to take that off. We had to change it to Decca something else. I can't remember what it is now. I'll just put it up for you now. But that YouTube, when we did that, the thingy came straight back on and gave us not a warning. We got the community guidelines straight, but nothing. But it just wanted to prove it was him. Watch this, Emma, in about 2 or 3 minutes. Watch him stop. Watch him stop. We send the message to him. To him, oh, did you suss that out? Because that's the MO he does all the time. Mental patient. He pretends to be different people. Hey, man, I need to see you, son. Need to see you. I've just been thinking about you upstairs for about 2 days. Been thinking about you. See if you're all right. Nothing bad. Just see if you're all right. So the Decca video where he's talking on the phone, what's up today? There's another one the other day. You can tell it's his voice. So if it was me making these up, I'd get charged by the police. I'd be done for impersonating somebody else. So how am I supposed to impersonate Decca? And Emma, what's Emma? Is that Emma, the policewoman? She's going, I know you. He's going, my name, she tell his voice. She went, I know you. You're Higgy. You're Higgy. No, she went, I've read all about you. And he's thinking, oh, he went back to Rhonda and said, oh, she knew me, the policewoman, she knew who I was. She knew exactly who I was. And Rhonda said to them and me, yeah, she knew who you were because I fucking did a Clare's Law on you, you silly cunt. And she already knew that. So when she did the Clare's Law, so Sarah's Law she did, sorry, it was Clare's Law's when you beat somebody up by violence, and Sarah's Law's sexual assaults. So when she got the confirmation of the police off that week, you hear the one tomorrow. So you're going to tell me this is not his mum talking tomorrow about, he bumps into her at the shop, say, hey, mum, if you've seen that, what they've said on there, what the police have put, significant risk to children, right? So if anyone sees that, they're going to think I'm an aunt. She went, I know, they will warn the Derek, they will think that. You mean your dad said that? They're going to think that, people. And can you remember that girl? I can't remember. I thought she was 11 or 13. He said, when Rhonda told you about a year ago, I think she beat the shop. She beat the big, beat to get his fucking door money or whatever. So she's talking to him and he talked away, blah, blah, blah. It's on for about 30 minutes. And he goes to her, can you remember it must have been said, like, conversing her to say, do you remember that girl and you do that to someone? Then they say, yeah, but we can't see that. Obviously, but that's what I was imagining. And she went, no, Derek, she said, I only found out, I don't know, she said this morning at the shops, or yesterday morning at the shops, when I bumped into Rhonda and she explained everything to me. And I went, oh, your own mum's just scratched you up, you fucking idiot, you clown. But imagine any of us wanting to take our own mums, or can make her in a conspiracy of something. Absolutely disgusting. But his own mum grasses him up. But no, she says, yeah, they're going to think you're a nonce or something like that. She said, I don't know if she says that, but she says she agrees to what he said. So the one I've got coming on, I've got about 10 of them, 10 different recordings. He's grassed me up on one of them. He's got the police on me, goes, I want to report. Who is it, Dave? He's talking to Dave, so I took Dave off. And Dave shouts back, up there, Cockrell, I think he said. But on, he says, who am I reporting to the police? It's only on about 20 seconds or something, so it's in. I'm going to try and lengthen it out a bit so I can put it on so you can watch it, because if it's less than a minute, it'll go straight into the shorts, you know, your short, little short videos, and nobody watches them, so I want people to see I'm telling the truth. So let's go for these. Ian Manioc, I love you, son, all the world. We're going on that a trip to London soon, mate, probably next month, to do that video with the podcast that I was telling you about. That's definitely coming on, that's definitely happening. They've contacted us today, so John Lee Creek, is it Crake? Hiya, son, I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're okay, John. You're real your nightmares. Hello, brother. If you notice, all my people in here have got spanners. You know why? Because I trust them all. They're all lovely people, lovely human beings, no evil in them. So Boyle today has been constantly sending crap to try and make me look bad. So I said to him, listen, Jamie, you're backing up. I've been telling you about the Peter thing, Paul Sykes. I've been telling you for years, and I know it's all true. When he was in Durham, he was in A-Wing, Paul Sykes. And what happens, this is how people always say, well, how did you get kids in jail and things like that? Now, let me explain to the people who've been asking me the last few days. Years ago, when you got Boston, you were allocated to a prison. So say you were living, if you lived in Stockton, at Middlesbrough, whatever, you'd be taken to Durham. So you'd be allocated in the prison. You'd stay in the prison for maybe 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and they'd see what type of person you were. If you wanted the ones who were naughty type ones, to put you to a Boston where the schools were a bit more ruthless type of thing, or they'd put you in one where you be less ruthless type of thing. So they'd assess you. That's where I'm looking for. They'd assess you. You'd been there about 6 weeks. You might have got like 2 year Boston. So you had to go. I can't concentrate with them talking. You had to go to the Boston after you'd been to jail. So they assessed you in there. So Sykes was on A-Wing. A-Wing in them days was for the kids, like 13-year-olds, 14, 15-year-olds out there, be about mopping the floors. And that's what he used to do. He'd come in with a come in, you get them in, you go, I'll show you the bunk and all that stuff, because he was the main, he was the main on the wing as the cleaner. There was only one cleaner, was him. So he was on that wing. Oh, what a great thing for him there. The big, massive, brilliant boxer, which he was a good boxer, with all the young kids, what he used to like. So he used to go in the cell and say, right, it's like this. I run everything in here, whatever he said, something to that effect. He says, do you want it the easy way or do you want it the hard way? And the kid went, what do you mean? He says, I'll knock you out and bum you, or I'll give you half ounce of baccy, bite the pillar. He said, and you'll just get that. He said, oh, you'll get it the hard way. I'll knock you out and do it. And that was, he gave them options. That was the two options he gave them, the fucking animal. And that was told to me by multiple people when we were in Bishop Auckland. And we were talking, and Boyle come on, he went, does anyone know Paul Sykes? He's a fucking animal. He tried to rape my nephew in jail, and the one shouted, he tried to bum my cousin in jail. He was only a fucking young kid at the time. He said, animal, fucking don't mention him again. And there was about 12 travellers coming in on one of their minibuses. And there was about 12 kids come from Hartlepool in a minibus. There were 2 minibuses pulled up. They all come in. It was 24 lads, I think it was. And they were all from Hartlepool, but they're all old Jamie's mates, old Jamie Cockrell. And they went, no, the tax man. And they're all singing on dancing. So they calmed it down, but they're all going to get up and have a talk while they're travelling, lads, because Sykes and then my mate, Mark Davison, his best friend was there, bald-headed lad sitting in the front of the queue. And he went, why don't you shut your fucking mouth talking about people like that? We're here for bragging, not fucking Paul Sykes. He said, he's a fucking wrong and I was in jail. He said, he's a pure wrong and Brian's just telling the truth. I'm just fucking tablet sick, 96, I've started a bit of medicine. Emma! Oh, she's got me new box in here. Every time I have that medicine, it makes you feel sick. Horrible stuff. 39 on, don't forget to push the like button. So that's where he used to grape them in the jail there. And also when he was in a jail in Leeds, he was in there with Delroy Showers, used to hold them down for him. And he used to bum the kids in there. And he's also in, when he was in Manchester, Strange Ways, the Screw said to me, what he used to do, Brian, he said, he used to get them and say, they were on a break, him and Showers would be in the pub, and you get association for an hour, or you go in the yard for half an hour, I think it was in the morning. So he'd say, you want a game of chess? I'll teach you how to play chess, because he had a chess board, they played chess. So in the chess board, fancy game of chess, like say some young kid about 20-year-old or whatever, and they'd come in and grab him, and they'd pull him down, rape him in the cell. Fucking disgusting, vile bastards. So this kid, Chris Curry, came in, my friend from Billingham, and there was another big lad there called Kevin Whitehead from Sunderland, top fighter from Sunderland. So this kid was from Sunderland, so they had him, they were obviously interfering with the kid. So Kevin said, oh, where are you from, son? He went, blah, blah, we talked. He said, from our way, he said, what are you doing? He said, they went, here, come here, you. Sykes and them shouted him. And he went, he's going no fucking where. He said, what are you going to do? Sykes went, we stood there like that. Kevin's a big fucking lump of lad, really good lad, really good kid. I seen him in Liverpool. He waved to me when we were in Liverpool. Went, all right, big Brian. I went, yes, son, you all right? Anyway, very good friend of Ernie's. They had a bit of a carry on, like we all do. And then straightened out, and so it was okay. So he just said, all right, Brian. So anyway, he said that Kevin said to him, because he was in with another couple of big lads from there, from Sunderland. And so Sykes was stood on the bars like that. And he went, get in here, son. Walked past Sykes. Sykes did fuck all. Got the kid in the pan. He said, look, I'm going to get you in here, because he was on there as one of the cleaners. No, Kevin Whitehead. So Kevin and the other lads got the kid in a pad across the road from them. But Kevin and his mate was in one pad, and they got to see the kid on another pad over the road who was with another lad who they knew. He said, no, your mum was going to touch it out. And they never touched him again, because Kevin would have fucking destroyed him, because Kevin was a fucking big lump of a lad. He was more like a street fighter, Kevin. He would have destroyed him. And Sykes shit himself, and Delroy Showers cacked the pants. And this is the one Boyle's writing books about, these fucking wrong-uns. Pure wrong-uns they are. Everyone knows in Liverpool what they're like. You know, fucking putting wrong-uns in books. You're like the king of the pedos. King of the pedos he is. I mean, Jimmy Savile. Come on. Jimmy fucking Savile you're talking about. Dennis the Flint, BBC, House in the Countryside. He said was the Hugh Hefner of England. Remember Hugh Hefner was having them sex with all them young lasses, and he had 6 girls living with him, and he'd have them in the way like page 3 girls. Well, he had a big house in the countryside, and he worked for the BBC with Jimmy Savile on the radios. I don't know if he was on the radio or whatever he done. I think he was a millionaire. And Delroy Showers used to go, and Boyle said, they used to go to the house in the countryside, because they used to come and do debt collecting for Jimmy Savile, because he had debts all over, because he was a DJ and stuff. He used to be a wrestler, Jimmy Savile. And Showers had a car, so they used to go to Scarborough, where Jimmy Savile's sister lived, and they'd stay there for the weekend. So there was him, Jimmy Savile, Delroy Showers, and Dennis the Flint, all fucking 4 of them, no wrong. So Jimmy O and O'Neill. Oh, Jimmy, I hope you're watching. So Jimmy went, it didn't take a rocket scientist to know what they're getting up to. He said, oh yeah, they were having orgies with kids and everything, videoing it and everything, telling them to be in a movie. They do a video with us now, like Paulo one. I'll get you on BBC, I'll get you on Top of the Pops, all that fucking shite, grooming them. And that went on for years and years until it all come out about Jimmy Savile. Look at him. And Boyle's got Savile on his page, pulling him up, and he's got Fred West going, the best mum in the world on Mother's Day, Rose West. And then the Father's Day, he's got the best father in the world, Fred West. That's just become somebody who's completely needs nothing off. You need nothing off in a factory where you can't endanger people's lives, because that's what you're doing. Brian, that's therapist. It's an illness. Therapists exist. Yeah, mate. You're right, mate. The fucking guy is totally mentally ill. He is. I'm not joking. He's like a Savile. I honestly, he was on when good best Dale Brendan Hyde, and I'll repeat it. He said to Decker Higgy, "Come and have a look what he's done to me." So he showed him. He went, "Jamie Boyle wants his fucking jaw broke." So he took him to Paul Sykes' grave. But Dale Brendan Hyde was the one who helped you, Jamie. He give you a leg up. He's the one who got you in the fucking company where you work for. He's the one who was writing the book for you and showing you how to write the book. But you, with an narcissistic divvy cunt, he's doing this, Rob. He's doing that, Rob. He's doing this, Rob. Grassing the Rob Brendan all the time. Rob Brendan, he was snitching to him all the time. So Dale could hear him saying things and could see things he'd put on computers and that. He said, "I can't work with this fucking divvy no more." He said, "I cannot work with him." He said, "I'm going to have to pack it." He said, "He's driving me fucking mental." He said, "I'm telling him to go to the shop and do something. He's coming back with the wrong things. He's deliberately doing it to sabotage me, to make me look like I'm fucking not doing my job." He said, "He's a fucking horrible thing he is. I wish I'd never fucking helped him." So he said, "I've got to go be with my family and try and get rid of this cancer he got, because he had cancer like 7 years. So the first couple of years." So anyway, Boyle started trolling him because he's just in a little bit of the book, at the back of the book, of saying, "Thank you to Dale Brendan Hyde for his input. Thank you very much from Rob Brendan," something like that. It's only tiny. And because of that one little tiny thing, the narcissist wanted to have his name on it, like he did with Marty Joseph Turner. But Marty was poorly. He went and got the book, took Marty's name off, and put his name on and Marty's name on. So that way, if Marty died, which he did die, that book would have been Boyle's. But before he died, the judge gave the book back to Dale. Back to Marty Joseph Turner. And he had a court case on Goldman where he owed him thousands, about $5,000 it was he owed. And he only had 2 weeks to go to court. He didn't make it. He passed away. But that animal was sending him gay rape porn. You've seen Simon Amber. Stop it! Fuck. It's just excited. It says, Emma speaks to Simon. If you see Emma speaks to Simon video, I don't know if you've seen it. And there's another one where Dale, what was it again? Dale talks to Decker or something like that. Dale talks to Decker, but it's about Boyle. And he goes, "You knew, Decker," he said, "what Boyle done to me. And what do you do? And all your intimate fucking wisdom. You get him on your show, trying to call Brian, trying to call people. Brian's not a fucking troll. Brian's been getting trolled for years off him. Teddy Dicko, Carl Edwards, Lee Duffy's their partner. They've all been getting trolled. He's the fucking biggest troll in the world. You've got him on your show. You know how ironically fucking stupid you look, Decker? You look like a fucking idiot now. You fucking divvy. All you do it for is views and to be a fame boy. But if you want to be the most famous boy in the world, it doesn't matter. You're still a silly cunt." But Dale wasn't bit scared of him, because when I was getting the threats, Dale offered him out. He phoned him up and told him straight, "You'll go to the house and I'll be fucking down to see you." Dale's told him because Dale could fight. But that scruffy cunt, yeah, that's exactly your nightmares. He's obsessed with Romans. Now, I've told you this before. A wise man said to me, he was in his 70s, 80s, late 70s, maybe coming towards the 80s. He was a mechanic, really clever man. Do you remember him, the old man who used to do, Fred Dimble, who used to do lumberjacks? He just looked like him. He used to build cars and tractors and all sorts. Really intelligent man. He said, "You show me your friends, and I'll show you what you are." No tinfoil. Dennis Flint, no wrong. Went to the BBC. BBC, top of the pops thing. He's in all sorts of things. Jimmy Savile, BBC, wrong. Fred West, Rose West, Delroy Showers. Per Palaki, he was going to do his book. Darren G's book, he's going to do his joke. Another no-nonsense grass. You're going to do, what was it? He did Sykes' book, another nonsense, another wrong one, another pedo. 100% known by everyone. Everywhere you go, every prison officer that you know tells you what he is, and every person who's been in the jails where you've been. Watch Sykes, your son, keep you back to the wall, all that stuff. Everywhere that you went, you heard things about him. But when I offered him out twice, the coward wouldn't fight me. I took money off him, and the second time I took 20 grand worth of jade. these jade elephants off him, Chinese elephants. But he taxed off a lad called Dave, and it was me, Barry Conroy, and Dave Garside went, and we got there. And I said, I'll go in, and Barry Conroy stayed outside in the car, and he went, he looked and he said, I seen Brian go up to the table. He said this the other week to somebody. He said, I seen Brian going by. I went, get out fucking side. And Sykes went, no, like that. He went, no, waved me on. He had a little boy sat with him. He looked about 14-year-old. He was probably about 18, but he looked like a little schoolboy, a proper little skinny thing. And he sat with Sykes. So Sykes give us the name of the address. Got the lad to come with us and take us to the address where the lad, he had the £1,200 in the lad's house. So he got the £1,200. He said, but I said, no, you come with us to the lad and you give the man the £1,200 so you know it's been paid. So if we get it, we could have kept the £1,200 and said, Sykes never gives us it. So I said, no, you come with us so you know you give him it anyway. He gives the man the £1,200. I said, you paid. I said, you owed 600 quid now, you give us 600 quid. So we got 200 quid each. Just for, it was an hour there, I think an hour back, less than an hour there and back. I think we got about 3 hours all in. We had a breakfast in the morning. Me, Terry Rich, Marty Paul, good boxer, really good boxer. Used to spar with Dave Garside. Dave Garside, probably the best heavyweight we've had in the North East. I would say him and the lad from there, Newcastle, what's he called? McCorry, is it? Them two, the best two heavyweights. But street fighting, totally different. Totally different game. But yeah, Dave, me and Dave are sound now. Yeah, we always good big fella and things. I tell you what, he'd tell you straight away, Dave Garside, if you seen him, was Sykes are wrong. And he said to me, he was fucking proper wrong, Brian. He said, I offered him out in Spencer's, see, Alex Higgins, I bumped into Alex Higgins one night in a steam packet, illegal rave club, Teddy Dickles. And while I was in there, I was doing his autobiography. He was like that, he was fucking painfully thin. And Dave Woody went, do you remember him? He said, Alex, I went, oh yeah, Alex, you're all right. He said, he's the best, this is the best fight, one of the best fighters in the country. He's called Brian Cochran. He went, so he's jumped on my back. Alex Higgins, only a little skinny thing. And he's going, hey, dancing like that on my back because the rave music on. He was fucking mortal drunk, full of coke. Anyway, somebody fucking stole his coat. Some scumbags pinched his coat in there. And Teddy Dick, I'll tell you the story, he was in his club. Anyway, he owned some part of the club. Spencer's were millionaires. They had nightclubs, pubs, houses, all proper millionaires. And they had the snooker centre. And Alex Higgins owned a part of that snooker centre, maybe 25%, 50%. I don't know the amount. But what happened, they had to do one. So Dave had seen him on the daytime. And he was saying, I'd easy beat Garside. He said, I'd easy beat him. I'd do this now. So Dave heard what he was saying, one of the Spencers. I don't know if it was Tony or something. Somebody told him anyway. Dave, boy, he said, hey, you. I'll go at the back. Me and you now. We'll go on the back. Go on the back of me. I mean, you want to have a straight now. Straight to me, 1-1. But no, I never said no. Whoever said that's lies. He wouldn't even come around the back with Dave Garside. He shit himself. And then the other time I went with we went up there. Dave, we went the second time. Dave come again with us. Once we can't probably call me and Dave, and once was Terry Rich. Me and Dave and Terry Rich. So Dave went up to me in the fucking pub. I didn't even get out the car. He went, oh, then come on then, outside, come on. He went, no, I'll just pay the money. He fucking shit himself, absolutely shit his pants. This is a man who's supposed to be tough. Now, he had a fight with a lad called Terry Mitchell, who Leeds, if you look at Terry Mitchell, destroyed him in a fight. He absolutely destroyed him, never ever went back to Leeds. So he used to go around pubs and like, say there was Toby Carberry, and you were your mum, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, nephews, and like young kid about 18, but looks like a boxer. Or looks like a bit of a bodybuilder. He used to bully bodybuilders. He'd say, get on that snooker table or pool table. No, just get on the pool table and knock you out. All his mum and dad and all that. Was leave him alone. They would shut your fucking mouth. You fucking slag. You'd have to all call me old women and everything. So he used to make them go on the pool and everyone started walking out. He used to make Boyles told this story on Jimmy O. He said they used to go on the pool table, Boyles going, hee, laughing. I'm thinking, you fucking sick cunt. Bullying a man like that in front of me. The mum and granddad and everyone. So the kids on the table going, he said, sing Hickory Dickory Dock and I'm going to break your jaw. And he used to make them stand on Dale Brendan Hyde, I'll tell you. Well, he'll tell you because he's gone now, but there's a video where he's telling the story, the same thing. So he'd make them stand on the table saying, Hickory Dickory Dock, and the lad would be crying, the mum and dad and his fucking brothers and sisters all crying, what a fucking coward you were, and Sykes. If you were a coward, that's why you died, the horrific death. Johnny Nelson said, and Peter Fury said, he got his just desserts. What he did in his life was horrific, what he did to people, but he died in a horrific death. He certainly got his karma and certainly got paid back for what he done. So what he used to do, he used to go in the park and he'd ask young boys to give him a blowjob or suck his thing or bend over and I'll give you one. Give us a such and such in the bushes, how he bend over in the bushes and that with me. So Boyle went, even though his urges were there, I thought, yeah, well, you slipped up. So he still had the urges to do it, but he didn't have the power to do it no more. I thought, yeah. So you knew he was fucking great, and people, you've just said that in the gym, you know. Yeah, but he couldn't do nothing because he couldn't get an erection no more. Yeah, but he still had the urges, so he was still asking people to do things to him, and he couldn't fight no more. And what had happened is he used to go over these parks and he wear a big massive sombrero, with him, and in Spain you get to keep the heat off it in Mexico. So he looked stupid. It was like a woman's hat he'd wear, big massive white one. The women used to wear them in the 70s. So he sat there in the park, and the kids would go, oh, look at that stupid man, that silly hat on. But there'd be like 14, 15, 16-year-old kids. You go over them, and the kids over then, and the kids would go bang, 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 and knock four kids out. So them kids, like 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, they ended up fucking turned on him. So one day he was in a fucking skip. Yeah, he went down like Boyle's level now, like a pure tramp. He was living under a library. He was coming out pissing like that all over, like Boyle was doing in fucking Bishop Auckland. He was pissing all over the place, all over the road. There was a little girl, 8-year-old, and the mum, and she screamed and screamed. Anyway, they couldn't get it on the recordings, but they got it on when you get somebody can lip read you, somebody could lead it, and he says, tell her to fucking shut up and I'll fucking kill her. Threatened to kill the little girl, screaming and shouting. And then he was going to school parks to flashing himself to kids. And then he was going into Tesco's, going up the Tesco's counter, pissing all over the bread at 6 a.m. And people were like, oh, he's disgusting him, and walking out of the shop. And then the bodyguard, the security guards wouldn't dare touch him. They were told not to touch him because he probably hurt them because he could fight. And then they get the police and bar him out. So he did it for years and years and flashing himself. And so what happened is the people at Wakefield said, we've had enough. They've got a big, massive petition up, thousands of them. So why would thousands of, Mr. Boyle, I'm asking you this question, why would the whole of Wakefield nearly sign the petition to get rid of Paul Sykes? Because he was a fucking bully and a nuisance to the city. So they decided to get rid of him. So he went up to court and he had 25 different offences in 3 months. Flashing in schools and parks and things and asking kids for blowjobs and all that stuff. So they all signed this petition, thousands of people. He went to court and he was given a 2-year suspended sentence to keep out of Wakefield and not to set foot in 100 yards but 100 yards away from Wakefield or something. But he broke it after a few months, come back. Obviously, he couldn't fucking survive or anything, so he was going back in the shops and drinking. So the cops had nicked him and sent him straight back to jail. He got a 2-year jail sentence for it because he couldn't survive on the outside because he was institutionalised. In there, he could do what he wanted with the young kids and stuff. But what happened with them young kids when he got out the next time, he was fucked. He drank himself to death nearly and drugged himself. He was on speed all the time. He was always on speed. So he went out and he's like the kids who he beat up and some of the dads he beat up, some of the kids he put on the pool tables and that, they came back to get him. So they went to he was in a skip, like a skip where you put all the rubbish in. Like builders put like a skip with rubbish in. He's in there sleeping. They poured petrol all over him, set the whole skip alight, nearly burnt him alive. So I'll give him his due. He never made statements. He was never in a grass like you tinfoil. So he beat Paul Sykes, would have knocked you out for being a snitch, because one thing he did hate, I can honestly tell you this, one thing Paul Sykes did hate was snivelling fucking what he said. God didn't make me 6'3" and 15 and a half stone to take shit off snivelling little cunts. He said, that's why I'm built like this, and this is why I won't take no shit off little snivelling cunts. Well, you're a little snivelling cunt. So you smashed your skull in for making statements against people. So even when they tried to kill him in the fire, he was burnt really bad. He never made a statement. But Boyle's, obviously, he's in love with him. He's absolutely in love with him. He was at his grave the other week saying, hiya, Paul, how you doing? I haven't seen you for a while, but you never met him, Jamie. I met him, I offered him out twice. Duffy offered him out in jail. Garside offered him out twice. Well, 3 times Dave Garside, twice in the pub and once in Spencer's bar. And then also when he got back off Terry Mitchell, he never went back to Leeds. So what happened is, if you look at my page, you'll see Paul Sykes gets knocked out in a bar fight. That's Dale's mate. So Dale said he came in the bar, and this lad was like like a Teddy Dico type, fucking lumpy, or like a fucking what was he called? Frankie Fraser type. Only little, would just stab you to fucking death. You smash your skull in with a hammer, one of them type. So he was at the bar, the lad, he'd seen him bullying someone. So Sykes come over and he went whack right in the fucking face with his bar stool, broke his jaw, and smashed him to pieces on the leg, broke his leg. He never went back to that pub. He never ever went back, because that lad, I can't remember his name, but if you watch it, Paul Sykes gets knocked out in a bar in Wakefield. He said that lad was one of them would just go bang and blow your foot. He said he'd have 10 fights with you guys, you get beat 10 times, come back and have another fight with you. Hey Rob Holloway, I was just thinking about you today, Rob. Fucking hell, just 20 minutes ago I was thinking about him. Fucking hell, I was just talking to my head about Rob. Fucking unbelievable, I can't believe it. I was just talking about him in my head. Fucking hell, upstairs in the bedroom I was going, oh, Rob's alright, I've seen him for a while now. You talk in your head. I can't believe that. Must be fucking psychic. He's fucking, what a lovely man he is. I love him all the world. He's a great lad. Rob was the first one who helped us with the disclosure. He said, Brian, because he's a very good, clever businessman. He's looked in the company's house, he said, and they're not registered. I said, what does that mean, Rob? He said, they're not paying tax. So, yeah, he's a great lad. Yeah, we'll have to catch up, Rob. I love you all the world. Emma loves you too. We've got a new dog, Rob. He's an Alsatian black one. He's gorgeous. I hope you keep okay, mate. Can't believe you. I love to you, mate. I love you all the world. You know that. He's the one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. What a lovely man, but super intelligent, really clever. He worked with Dominic Negus, very good friends with Dominic. So he worked with Joe Egan. Him and Joe Egan worked the doors together. He's really clever lad. Worked for people like Boy George and people like I think it was him, the X Factor fucking, what do you call him? I think it was him he worked for as well. Like a really top celebrity he looked after in the day. He said the worst ones were the Scousers, because he always used to get copies and try to sell stuff, because they would sell stuff, whatever, t-shirts or something. He said the Scousers were a nightmare. They were the hardest ones to sort out. But yeah, he's not scared, no fucking Rob. He's great. When he tells you something, you know it's 100%, 1,000,000%. He doesn't tell lies. Doesn't tell fucking lies. I hate nothing worse than a fucking liar. So he's been at it again all day. All these people. I mean, like I said before, there's nothing wrong if you're gay, you're fucking gay. No one gives a fuck. You know what I mean? I've got loads of friends. I used to go in the loft with my mate Fred Tate, black lad. He'd be on one side of the bed, I'd be under the talk, I'd be off my head on fucking ecstasy all night, just talking in the room, and about 20 people in there. And he was really intelligent, so nothing wrong with people like that. There were loads of friends who were relations of mine and that, who girls who were lesbians and that. There's nothing wrong with that. I've got no homophobia whatsoever in me. Right, son, I love you all sorts of people gay. It doesn't bother me. But you are a fucking divvy. You are what you're on about. You think it's okay for somebody to grape someone and think it's okay, and you laugh at 13, 14-year-old children being raped. That's what gets to me. He said, oh, Paul Sykes, when he met these girls in Blackpool, he met them and he said, they were only 13, 14, he said, and they got on brilliant with him. He said, next day he was having a threesome with them. I went, well, Jamie, that's rape. He went, no, it isn't. They give consent. I said, he was 32-year-old. They were 13 and fucking 13, 14-year-old. How's that? In America, I think they call it statutory rape. But you can't have sex in this country until you're 16 or over. He said, oh, they give consent. I said, but the fucking was 13 and 12, 13, 14. And he thought it was funny. He said, they had a threesome for them on the 6 weeks holiday. They stayed there. But that's when he started coming out with the stuff. And he must have thought I was going to agree with it. I went, fuck off. No one has the right to abuse anyone. And I'm telling you now, I don't give a fuck who you are, where you're from. If you've been abused by anyone and you're sitting there and pondering what to do, go straight to the police. There's no such thing as fucking grassing the nonce. There's no such thing. If you don't fucking go and make a statement that could keep doing it, like a Jimmy Savile type, and then reporting someone, you'll read it in the paper and why didn't I fucking say something? I could have saved that girl, I could have saved that young lad, I could have saved that man. There's no such thing. There's honest to God, there's no such thing as grassing a fucking paedophile. These fucking predators, they're fucking horrible. And it affects people for years. It affects them for years and years with what's happened to them. He's wrong in what they do. Disgusting, vile bastards they are. My brother got raped when he was 5 when he was a kid, and he got raped in a fucking Borstal proof school. I can't remember if it was Lord Newton or Bromlums. I think Bromlums, I think it was called. Can't remember it now. And he got raped in there as well. So later in life, he ended up hanging himself through it. Fucking, he couldn't get over it. He done his fucking head in. So Terry and all them were in there. They got sexually abused. Terry Dick on them. Bromlums, I think it was called. About 30 different schools went to jail for that. Not as a fucking right to do anything to another human being. No fucker. No matter how big they are, how tough they are, how much money they've got, what celebrity they've got, they use that as predators and abuse people. No one should be abused anywhere. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Monty 16 valve, you alright, mate? Can't believe Rob's come on. Cannot believe it. Yeah, she's fucking mental, isn't she? Sorry, I've been on holes with. She's fucking the mental and the totally mental. Fucking round the bend. He's funny as Rob. He's fucking hilarious. I was going to see him. We were going to go down there. It was me, Matt Legg, Big Joe Egan, and it was going to be a do. And I think what do you call him, the devil from Stephen French. Steve French. We're all going to do a do. It was I think it was a charity do, and we're all going to go to it. And the fucking COVID come, we never got to meet Rob. Yeah, but I spoke to Joe Egan about Rob. He said, "Oh, I love Rob. He's class, absolutely class." He said, "He can have a fucking do, you know, guys. Proper lad. You have your back when you stood in the trenches." He said, "Look, he'll have your back 100%. He's one of them that doesn't skip from one to another all over the fucking place. He's one of them that stays for you for life, type of thing, same as we do." Fucking. He's looking sad for tinfoil. He's looking really sad. He's reported me about 400 times on the police. And he doesn't understand, Rob, the difference between at me saying, "Your books are shit." The cop has pulled me in and said, what you've just said there, he says, "That's malicious." I went, "No, that's my opinion. His books are shit." He said, "Then you said he can't write." I said, "He can't write. His wife writes him. She's an author." "Well, that's not malicious." He went again. So what was the next one? He said, "Well, you burnt his book." I said, "Yeah, I burnt the book. It was my own book. It was fucking shit. I burnt it because I didn't want anyone to read it because it was garbage." Look up, I said, "I've only had you 6, 7, 8 minutes. By the time you got there, it'll be 10 minutes, no further action." I said, "Can you tell me where the malicious community is none?" He doesn't know the difference between an opinion and malicious communication. And then he started doing it again. So he started texting me off his own Warcry Publishing. No, sorry, tell that. Texting me off a fake account. So I texted him back saying, "I know it's you, tinfoil. You crank. You're a fucking divvy and all this, that, and the other." So he went to the police with it. He went, "You can't use that. That's inadmissible. That's not your name on there. That's Tommy Smith talking to Brian Cockrell. So Brian Cockrell's talking back to Tommy Smith. That's not your name. It has to be Warcry Publishing, your page say, or your phone. And we haven't found anything on your phone from Brian Cockrell, not one phone call, not one text, and not one email. So they don't know how to do the fucking things. And not one single thing on your Facebook. There's not a thing being found, same as Marie Howarth, 12.5 months. Marie was pulled in. They downloaded all the stuff to police. They give it, so I went, "I want it all." I don't know what it's called. It's like a special download where you get everything in one go. And on the download, she's got all the stuff in a hard drive. She showed the Crown Prosecution Service and they went, "No charges." He had it done for, said he smashed the windows, but he didn't make. She's threatened him. She's had people threatening him on the phone, and she's been phoning him up and threatening him on the phone. When they checked Maria's phone, there wasn't one single phone call. There was messages saying, "Why don't you leave me alone?" It was texted her saying, "You're going to jail for 8 years. Your kids are getting took off you. And the police are liaising me because I'm friends with the police. I've just done a book with Ray Morton, who was the CID murder squad. They had me in for 2 murders years ago. And also Eugene Tate, who was a little sniffling fucking shithouse who I threatened on the fucking Parliament Road years ago. He was head CID of the drug squad. So these fuckers don't like me because of what I've done in the past. But you can't get somebody from the past and do them now. They have to have the evidence. And since they've had all my computers, they've had 4 computers and 3 phones. There's nothing being found. My solicitor said, he said that everything you're telling me, you really know the law. You really know. I said, I fucking shouldn't do it all the time. They've been arrested. So she said, "You're right about that. That there." So there's another one on it. what about this one here, Brian? They said, I went, so my solicitor, shit hot cheers. She went, Beth, call her. Hope you're watching, Beth. Thank you so much. She went, well, that one there has been sent to Brian. So where's the message and the name of it? And Brian has answered it back and said what he said on there. But where's the message of the person? There's no one on it. So it's been sent. It's got Brian sending back, and then he spliced his name off. He said that's what he's done. He took his name off, spliced it off. But there's no name on there. It doesn't even say anyone's name. It's got me saying whatever to it. Like, you know, snivelling grass and cunt or whatever I said. But even if called him a grass and cunt, it's the truth. You are a grass. You're a known police informant everywhere you go. You've been doing this for years. You've been doing it for decades. You've been doing it since you were at school, kids at school. You're not allowed to go on your mums. You're not allowed to go on your sisters. You're not allowed to go on your brothers. You're not allowed to go on your... You can't see the kids. The ones... Red flag for me. Brother won't let you see his kids. Sister won't let you see the kids. Your ex-partner won't let you see your own kids. She's barred you from the kids. And your mum locks the door when she sees you coming. Go and tell the police that one. And you know what? They'll go and ask your mum. She'll tell the truth. Because your nephew come to see me at the hospital when I was poorly. I've come on behalf of my sister, my auntie, I think it was. And I think it was his nana or something like that. I can't remember his nana or whatever. And he came and he said, look, his mum's told me to tell you. And his sisters, I have nothing to do with it. And then another one come to see me, knocked on my door, calling Paul. I live with his sister. He said, and I live next door with his sister, sorry. And his sister goes up with my mate. He said, I do mixed martial arts. I know you. He know you, right? Because I remember Mark Owen was the world champion kickboxer who idolised you, Brian. He said, Mark's passed away, obviously now, but they said he is not allowed to go with his sister. He's been in his sister's for a drink for Christmas. And Paul went, boom, knocked him clean out, sparked him unconscious. He's coming again for our birthday. He's knocked him out again. And then he's coming again the third time. He sparked him again. So 3 times, they've let him in 3 times. He's caused trouble with his sister and the boyfriend, or like her husband. They've kicked him out of the house. So he's not allowed to go in the houses. And he said, I'm making it up. Well, why don't you show me? Why is there no pictures of your dad, your mum, your brother, your sister, or any of them in your house? Why have you not any? Never you see you at parties? Like, you'll see me at my mum's, and you'll see me at my uncle's, and you'll see me at my nephew's. We never see you anywhere, Jamie. You're always with Trouble Lad, Shirley Crabtree, big Shirley Crabtree wrestling you. Yeah, that's a good idea, Rob. Yeah, I'll definitely catch up. I can't believe you've come on. I said to him the other week, I wonder what I was doing. As I said, remember Rob Elton when we were struggling? Because he knew more about the law, that's that side, about commercial type law. He's a proper businessman, so he goes right with a few things. And when we went to court, we said to the judge went, Mr. Cochran, you're right. He says, Judge Cook said, I've just done a quick internet search. War crime publishing, war crime press. You can't sue them because they're not in the company's house. So Robert taught me this, you see, so I knew, so I pleaded a bit daft. I went, what does that mean? He said, they're not an entity. Does that mean they're not paying insurance? You went, yes, you've got it spot on. So you cannot, if they're not in the company's house, they're not a company. So he said, what they've got to do is amend it. So what they've done, they put the umbrella company together with Rubik's on top of War Cry Press, War Cry Publishing. That's how we went forward. So it had to get amended. So they robbed everyone with the books. And they hadn't been paying the books, the judge said, for 8 years. 8 years, they haven't been a company for 8 years. For all them 8 years, Jamie, you were doing, all that time you haven't paid Inland Revenue or HMC Customs. You fucking man, you're the man who was telling everyone that Jack the Ripper's Jack the Ripper's from fucking from Middlesbrough. He went down for an hour Ripper tour down London. Well, he was down there with Sean Atwood, and he went on this Ripper bus, like Ripper tour, took around all these places. Now it's 144-year-old Ripper murder. No one's ever found it. CIA, FBI, everyone's had a go at it. The police, New York police, every top police force in the world had a go at it. But lo and behold, our national treasure, Jamie Boyle, goes down there. An hour later, the Ripper is from Middlesbrough. And why we know that? He left it as if any honest fucking murderer's going to have a bag and leave. Like, you know, when you're a school kid, your man put your name on your fucking coat. So the Ripper's left on a clipper ship coming from, he's in London, he's left it on a clipper ship going to Middlesbrough. Jack the Ripper with a scalpel and this and that, all the tools in there to grass him up. And so the murderers left the thing on the ship that's come to Middlesbrough. But Jamie, whereabouts in Middlesbrough he's from? Because you still haven't told us. We're all waiting with bated breath. You just look like a fucking clown. You just look like a junkie on fucking brown. That's what you are. A divvy, a complete divvy. Anyway, nice big fried coffee and what the time, please. This thing, Paul. Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks for that. Yeah. So this man now, I'm going to give this to the when I go to court. I'm going to show them that his mind is not right because he's taking mind altering drugs, heroin, and all the other stuff. Now I can get you a hair follicle test, which is 3 years in your system. If you don't give the hair follicle test, the case gets kicked out. I can also produce evidence where you say the Paul Sykes ghost, Paul Sykes' sister come to your house, stayed with you for 2 weeks, and in that 2 weeks, when you were sat at the table, the Paul Sykes ghost started typing on his typewriter and said, "It's me, Paul Sykes from the grave. Jamie, write my book." Next minute, the glass went by, then another glass went. This is on the Jimmy O show, I've got it all recorded. Then you turn around and said, he said, all of a sudden, I had ding, ding, ding. Like, he said, Paul Sykes was ringing the bell, but we haven't got a bell. But if you're on the fucking bench, so the jury's going to look at that and think he's fucking touched, and then we're going to do the one where you're in London. I'll fight you, Cockle Windows will draw. I smoke crack and weed. You tell everyone you don't take drugs, but you're on video in London, I smoke crack and weed. So that's going to condemn you. Falling people in wheelchairs is terrible. There'll be 12 members on that jury. I'll bet you quite a few of them will have members, especially older people who are in wheelchairs, and they'll take a dislike to you straight away, even though they're not supposed to. It will happen. And that's what happens in this world. You now just look like a pure bully, what you've done. And then you're doing it other. We've got a dog walker walking the streets, and you've got a dog walker, and you say to him, I will kill you. I'm coming to kill you in the one with Paul Venice. You bring Paul Venice into it. You're on there for an innocent dog walker, threat to kill him. So how can you be a staunch witness when you've done all these things? And the worst, the most condemning one is the one where you shout and you smoke crack and weed. So there you are. You're on drugs 24/7, 7 days a week. Real nightmares. What's your opinion on creatine? It's the best thing you can take out of any drug, anything. Creatine's the best thing, but don't do what it says on the tin where you take fucking 5 times a day because you end up being ill. So what you do is you just take 5, you can only digest 2 grams a day, roughly. So if you take 5 milligrams a day over 21 days, then the glass is still as full as if you take it over 10 days, because you use 250 grams in 10 days, they tell you to do. But that's a marketing profit. That's a marketing employed by the company. So if you just take 5 grams a day within 21 days, it's like the glass, what Bruce Lee said, once the glass is full, you can't get any more in. So your receptor sites fill up after 21 days, and they're actually giving it to all people in homes now because it's giving them the cognizant memory back, and it's helping them move better. They're walking with Zimmer frames and everything since they've been taking creatine. It's the most abundant thing that's been scientifically analysed than any other thing. So if you're going to get any bodybuilder in the world will tell you, if you're going to take any powders or anything, the most best one is creatine, and it doesn't hurt you. So there's nothing you can do here. And all the top footballers, everything use it. All the top, everyone who's in the world who does sport uses it. It's really good to recover with as well. You can use another one called glutamine. Glutamine helps you recover if you do loads of circuit training. I do loads of circuit training, like thousands of reps a week. Real name, good. Okay, Carol's in the chat. I love you. Okay, see that woman there. Absolutely lovely she is. She come to the hospital with Emma, supporting my wife all the way through the shit which she was getting, and stuck up for her. Tina Shaw, my sister, and Emma. I'd rather have them 4 women behind me than fucking Mike Tyson's. I would any day of the week, because these fuckers are lethal. Mike Tyson just knocks you out. These are fucking lethal. These won't let you go. But yeah, Carol's a great person. She's Lee Duffy's ex-partner. Oh, she had the children too. And that lady there got fucking tortured off tinfoil, and his wife was about 2 years before we even met them. And when we met Carol, we started talking. She went, you know what? You sound crazy like me, she said. I went, we were nearly crying, I'll tell you the truth. We all had tears in our eyes because we thought, fucking hell, we're not mental. We're not mad. It really is happening. And we all ended up being best of friends, and we've been friends since, and we'll always stay friends. But he chooses a friend. He gets in with them. He uses them. When there's nothing left to do with them, he does. My friend China said the best thing to do if you're not going to pay someone, fall out with them over something stupid. Just make something up, fall out with them. And if you fall out with them, then you say, well, I'm not paying you now because you said this about my wife. I said that. So listen, on Bernard Mahoney's faces with Underworld Bride, Boyle can bullshit all he wants. He never been on a national documentary. No, he hasn't. Carol will stop because one day it'll get him, and one of his boys will end up in his whatever, bed, ditch, somewhere, hun, promise you, tinfoil's getting it on site. There's people everywhere on about in Leeds here now, there's people every fucking way you go, people could phone me up there and say, what it is, Brian, you know I was in jail in Leeds. He said, you won't remember, I was only about fucking 19 at the time or something. He said, I was going to get filled in with two black lads in the toilets. I can't remember it. So I said, he said, yeah, you come in, and went, fucking leave me alone. He just walked off. He said, we're trying to tax me. He said, and you help me. He said, I live in Leeds. If I see the cunt, I will fucking seriously go for him. I went, no, just leave that. I said, don't get yourself in trouble for that snivelling little rat. But he's sticking up for Decker Higgy now. Decker fucking Higgy. I can't. Yeah, he is a narcissist. He's also, he's definitely got a multi-personality disorder. So he wants to say, for instance, he's doing Lee Duffy. He takes on that persona. Even Dale said it. Dale said he's phoning me about all times in the middle of the night and coming on with these multi-personality different disorders. So for a while he wanted to be Brian Cockrell. Then he wanted to be, say, Paul Sykes. He loves Paul Sykes. He's absolutely in love with him. I mean, who would want to be in love with a wrong-un? He was never a wrong-un grassing, but he was a wrong-un, obviously, sexually assaulting people. I mean, he used to be, this is tinfoil's words, and Jimmy O'Neill show you it. He used to bring prostitutes back and make his wife sleep with him on the settee in front of him and have sex with her and stuff. Broke her jaws about 6-7 times and said when he was shouting at his wife and the sister used to stare at him and he shouted that much at them, he used to pee himself and he was like laughing about it. And I went, yeah, and that was the day I thought, you're not right in the fucking head. People getting raped and he's laughing. He said, oh, I'll never be another man like him. I said, well, who the fuck would want to be like that? Who would want to be known as the fucking beast? So now you're starting again with your Decker Higgy, trying to pretend that you're Decker Higgy's dad. So I sent him like chip pan fat head. So then 2 minutes later I got a community guideline strike. I went, well with it. And then I told it was him. She went, fuck, you know him like a book. I said, like a, no pun intended. As soon as he starts writing, Carol's are the same. You can tell the behaviour, it's the same MO every time, Carol, isn't it? How are you and the kids, Carol? You all right, love? Lovely woman there, absolutely lovely she is. Come to my house when we were really bad, COVID, my back was fucked and everything. She dropped me £100 at the shop last night, fucking tears in my eyes when I was upstairs. I can't believe she's done that, I just can't believe it. And she just said, I'm leaving it on the step because I don't end up catching the COVID off you. But I still can't, even to this day, you know, things like that you never forget. You never forget that type of people. And when I was really bad in hospital, she was coming up and making me bacon sandwiches and all sorts, sneaking them in because I was fucking starving. Carol was there when the young kid come. Tinfoil's fucking nephew come. Tall lad, black hair, went, I'm just coming to talk to you. Tell you, no, do Jamie, can I get a picture of your bride? And can I get a sign the book? And she was there when the lad come. He sat with us for about 40 minutes. And Maniac was there with us. And there was little Evo, and there was, I can't remember the little lad's name, Evo and... I can't fucking name now. Lost his name. He's from South Bank. We're all nearly everyone from South Bank with that. And they were sat in the hospital. We were all sat downstairs. There was loads of us sat there. They let us just sit there in the coffee machines and drink coffee because there was nobody in the hospital. It was all shut. Yeah, he had Steve Shannon all his house raided and everything, saying Steve was selling drugs and all that fucking shit. Where he does where he's a fucking snivelling little rat telling everyone he wants to fight me, you fucking idiot. You're this fucking coward. Just like Sykes was, shit himself when I took that money off him. He said, no, you go with that lad and he'll show you where the money is. So we went to that lad, to another lad, grabbed the other lad and then said, you're going to have to come in and go give the man the £1,200 and he gave us £600. And I remember, forget the day, it was a summer's day, it was like in June, July. And on the way back, we were in the car. And Conroy said to me, I said to Conroy, where the fuck are we? He went, he's navigating back by the stars. He's fucking loopy, him. I said, about gas. I said, you big daft you cunt. He's got me lost. He's got me up the fucking Pennines or wherever it fucking was. You're nowhere near fucking on the way back. It took hours to get home. I said, you haven't decided to murder me, have you, on the way home? They were laughing like fuck. Fucking right in the middle of nowhere, Dave Gasson said, I can tell by the sights. I said, there's no stars out, it's fucking daylight. Fucking balmy he is. Fucking balmy. I said, what you've done is just a plan to murder me and just start laughing. Yeah. Yeah, Carol was like bullied. Peter, son Peter stood up for her. He started being cheeky. Next minute, it's me, Terry Dicko. So Carol thought it was Terry, which we did. He was using the books to like say, Brian Cochrane, I'm going to smash your face. A lad called Gavin from Northallerton. He was a traveller. He owed him 500 quid, and that's why he left Northallerton. This is what he does. Dennis Powers said he sets up in different towns, different little areas, little villages. He falls out with the locals, owes them all money, then gets his windows smashed. I really believe he smashes the windows himself. I really do believe he smashes his own windows, because that way he can get a move on the cops. I mean, look at the one who went to Newcastle. He wasn't up there long, and all of a sudden he got chased out of Newcastle. Did he get chased, or did he smash the windows then? We don't know. So he just keeps doing the same MO. And the thing is, there's people on the street starving, army lads and veterans who've been going to give their fucking life and hobble around like fucking on crutches or lost both the legs, and snivelling bastards like that are getting payments and robbing the dole 15 grand fraud and getting away with it because he's working with the police, because he's got police handlers like Decker Higgy. He was called Mark, they called him, and he worked in Montrose. You heard the phone call today. He's trying to say, I've made that up. It doesn't sound authentic. I've never known anything sound so authentic in my life. The policewoman's going, you're him, aren't you? You're Hickey. She's going, and he's going, yeah, I'm the man who. Listen, you're him, aren't you? Hold on, 14. You're him at Montrose, from Montrose. You're Hickey. I've read all about you. What she meant is, she's read your Claire's Law and your Sarah's Law, you fucking muppet. That's what she was on about. That's what Rhonda said, his missus. That's exactly what the cop was on about, Brian. You've got it spot on. They already said, I've already read all about you. I know all about you. I know who you are. You're from Montrose, aren't you? Yeah, I've got you having that, like that. And he thinks, because he did a film and he did it with the boxing, he thinks, she knows me because I'm a boxer. He said to Rhonda, she must know I'm the heavyweight champion of the world, the heavyweight champion of Britain, or some fucking shit he come out with. The governor boxing, their bare knuckle governor, where the fuck it was. So he really believes that the cop up at that. You can hear in a voice, knowing you get something like a Roman, like, what can I you? Remember the film, John Reginald Christie, the copper goes up and went to him, it's you, isn't it? You're John Reginald Christie. He went, yeah, put his head down like that. I remember it, the film. See the things with people like Steve Shannon, Steve Mack, and people like that. I know them from this area. They all know me. They all fucking know what I'm about. And they know I don't forget nothing. I've got a memory like a fucking elephant. I don't forget now. But them type of people there don't forget either. And just what the type of people do is they'll put it in the back of their head, leave it a couple of years. Then all of a sudden you'll read about somebody in the paper and it'll be buff, gone. Because you can't get away with what he's got away with. There's no way you can do it. Go to Snipes, yeah. Go to Snipes. Fucking lower than a snake. A belly lower than a snake. He is horrible. Laughing at children, being great. 13, 14-year-olds. Fucking hell. Oh, that was the day I decided you were a fucking crank. I mean, I went over to see him. And he come out and he was stunk with Southern Comfort. I had a bottle of it years ago when I was 26. First time I've ever drank with that, and I drank it with Bernie McDevitt, so I could smell the sweet. I said, you've been on whiskey, you Southern Comfort. You know, I've had 2 bottles of whiskey. He said, Teddy Cole's been on me all night. He said, and I've been on the sniff for 2 days. I went, we're going to a fucking show here in Wigan, and you're off your head. You're all fucking proud around your nose and everything. You're fucking sweating like a fucking rapist. He went, yeah, I'll be all right, I'll sober up. So he went back in the house and got 2 pillows and a bottle of water and come back in the car. So every time at the service station, every say 30 minutes, 40 minutes down the road, I'll stop here, I'll go for a piss. And he come back out, powder all around his nose, and you've been sniffing again, look at you. Yeah, but I need a live now because I'm not going to be able to get there. And he went to there, he was up, Jimmy went, when I got to see Jimmy went, the cameraman was this side, and he was this side. And I was over there with Jimmy, sat with Jimmy, and Jimmy went, around his nose. I went, come on, Jimmy. And the camera went, he's off his fucking head. Have you seen the size of his eyes? They're like an owl's, big fucking black eyes like that, sniffing coke all night, and trying to put it off on there. Oh, I've had a chemical reaction. I've had a chemical reaction. He said, when I was on the stage in Bishop Auckland, I had 2 paracetamol and he had 2 cocodamol. And he said to Paul Suggett, and he had a bit of a drink, and they'd give me a chemical reaction. That's why I fell asleep, and that's why I got in that state. But I have never taken drugs since I was 15, 16, you know. And a couple of lines of coke since then. but I've never took them since. What a fucking lie. Well, you're on the internet. 2 or 3 years ago, I smoke cracking weed, Brian Cockrell. I'll fight you, win, lose, or draw. I'll beat you. I will, what did he say? I will school you and I will pivot and move. Now, Carol Edwards is here. Carol went to the gym. He said, if I never go to that gym at 11 a.m., he said about 40 times. And you said, if I don't go to that gym at 11 a.m. Sunday morning, I'll never, ever, on my son's life, ever go on YouTube again. Carol and Peter, her son, walked down with the dog. You went there. You never turned up. You kept out the way. You hid out the way. You hid down London for 2 weeks. That's what you done. Because you thought I was going to come for you. You shit yourself. But I wouldn't waste my hands coming for you because you just grasped me. Don't get me jail. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And you've gone to the police again. And I'm still waiting. Look at that, all that poor Maria Howarth. You're getting 8, yeah, I've got the police on you. That's malicious community. See, when you're doing that to me now, today you sent another one saying, the police are lifting you in the next 2 days and I'm working with the police and the police have got a special room where I can liaison with the police officers. So what happens is the old ex-police officers are helping Cleveland police because they can't stand you. We're all getting together. We've got Ray Morton, you said Ray Mallam has been liaising off with you and liaison with you and you're sending it off your own page, you that cunt. And we can see it's you. That's called malicious communication, dual alarm and distress of fear. That's pure dual alarm and distress of fear. And when you're saying, I got my friend Mick Sobby 20 times to phone you, that's 20 times of dual alarm and distress and fear. You're a fucking idiot. And then you went, I got Paul Venice to phone you 14 times, 15 times, there's 15 times dual alarm and distress and fear for my wife. You also said you got Billy Tobin. I spoke to Billy, he went, Brian, I fucking love you. Your family, fucking Jamie's one of my best friends, you're Jamie. That's dual alarm and distress 12 times, you said. And then he said Sammy Turpin. I mean, Sammy had a bit of a scuffle in the high street in the big Oxford Road, I think it was, in the day, years ago. He threw about 4 punches at me. I grabbed him, I bit a chunk out his eye, and we had to fucking break it up. Cops were coming. He went one way, I went the other. I've never mentioned that man ever. He's never mentioned me. So, Mick Sobby, he went, I've got Mick Sobby to offer you 30 times. He's offered you out, and you didn't answer the phone. Then you said you got Paul Venice to bring me up 10 times. Well, and my wife kept answering the phone. Well, if my wife was answering the phone, the only reason that was because I was in a hospital bed, Jamie, paralysed in hospital, so I couldn't answer the phone to you. Because that's what you were doing. You were sending messages saying you're going to grape Emma, and that's why fucking Carol, my friend here, my sister, my little sister, decided to help Emma and stay at the house. And my sister decided to stay. All the girls stuck together like fucking the witches of Eastwick, and you were fucked because they would not leave Emma. And that's what was happening. We were having to get guards to help Emma stay in the house because you were threatened to say, I'm going to come through the back door with them 2 lads who tried to grape you years ago. I found out where they live. I'm going to send them to your house and they're going to come through your back door. I know you're scared sitting at the table. I'm sitting in there and you barricade yourself in. So she had to barricade herself in her own living room, lock the front door and sit with a bucket in there, didn't dare come out in the passageway in case they came in the house to rape her. And he was sending her messages every single day what they were going to do to her. Absolutely vile. You were not right in the head, you. Every day you were doing to her. Doing that to a woman is fucking sick. Really sick. Like, yeah, even thinking it. If I thought it, I'd put a bullet in my head. I would think, what the fuck are you thinking about? I would never do it. Same as your kid. You said, I threatened your son with a knife. I've never, ever in my whole life been arrested for having any weapons, baseball bats, knives, guns, anything. I've been arrested for shootings and kidnapping and shit like that, but I've never been arrested for carrying a knife because my hands are more fucking dangerous than a knife. I don't need a knife. So my hands would be more quicker and easier to use, and I don't have to throw the knife away. I would never come to a house and threaten a 14-year-old kid, 15-year-old kid with a knife. So you keep saying you've got this proof. Where's the proof of it, Jamie? Because it's all cack. You've made it up. You and Shirley have sat there making it up. So you can try and paint a picture black to me to make the public believe you. But because you've done it to that many people, Steve Mack, Steve Shannon, Carl Walker, Teddy Dicko 5 times, me 5 times, Emma 5 times, Kev Kilty, Richard Kilty, Luke Kilty, Carol Duffy, Peter Duffy, all of them. None of them have met the police on you, but you keep threatening people all the time. But you've done the same MO to all the same people. Every time they say, right, I'll fight you, you go, oh, have you got a knife? That's what he did to Carol's dog, son. He never had a knife. He was telling you to fucking stop bullying his mum and leave us alone. But he thought it was Teddy Dicko. You would pretend to be Teddy Dicko. You're an animal. Done it to Dale. You were threatening Dale. Poor Dale, you threatened Dale and got him locked up when he had stage 4 cancer. That poor man died not long ago through your bullying. Oh, he's horrible. He's vile. But you're Decker Higgy, mate. So you're sticking up for Decker Higgy. Now, if Decker Higgy's innocent, why is he in a prison in fucking Philippines for abusing children and also giving drugs to children? He's going to jail. My mate lives over there. John went, Ryan, you can get life off over here for that. You could get 30 years for it. He said, they don't give a fuck over here. He will be given a massive jail sentence to set an example for any fucking else coming from, like, England or America or wherever, coming over there and abusing children. So why is he in a Philippine jail on remand? Tell me, he's waiting to go to trial. He's going to get jailed because if he's been giving them drugs as well, they can't stand drugs. What their policy out there is, John said, shoot, then ask questions later. He said, about 6 months ago, he said, there were 60 people killed in 6 months over there. If I was just doing a runner, they just ran off with it, they'd say the key in the pocket and just went bang, 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 shot the fuckers and dragged them back wherever and search them. And obviously there's drugs on them. But even if you haven't got drugs in your run, you still get shot. Bloody hell, Steve, didn't know that. Yeah, he did fucking tell you what he's doing to Carol. It's fucking disgusting. Fucking threatening her and everything with fucking kids. You never get to Carol's fucking house. You'd have to come past me, you'd have little cunt. You'd never get to them. Never. Never in a million fucking years, as long as I've got breath in my bones. Breath and my heart's fucking beating. And I'm hard to kill, Jamie. Extremely fucking hard to kill, believe me. You're just a snivelling little police informer. You thought you'd beat me because I was poorly. You thought he's going to break because he's bad. He's going to have one of them. I'll just keep going and going and going like a fucking rope, like a Terminator. I don't stop. I just keep going and going and going. Same as when I fight. Same as when I do anything, any project, anything. I won't stop until I win. I don't lose. I just keep going and going and going. And I don't take that shit when you do either. Yeah, it's the well said, Steve. Fucking shit. That's one thing I never ever been. Lee Duffy's the same. Never ever was associated with heroin. We never ever took heroin off anyone. We never took heroin. We never took Subutex and all that shit. We'd have coke and stuff. We'd have ecstasy. That'd be about it. And he liked a bit of cannabis. We never went. Lee Duffy never went around with knives and threatening people with knives and things like that. Shite, what he said. Never had a knife. We went out. We didn't need fucking knives. We were the best two fighters. Allegedly, the best two fighters in the country at the time. Probably the best fucking teamed up partners in history. Probably like maybe Lenny McLean and Roy Shaw teamed up together like that. Some type of that. My analogy would be that's the type of team we had. So they used to say, well, we can't fight Duffy, we can't fight Cockrell. How the fuck are we going to fight two of them? And it just stopped, nipped everything in the bud. But sadly, obviously, when I went to jail, Lee got killed. But he didn't get murdered. He wasn't murdered deliberately, what he said. And he never got stabbed 7 times. Absolute fucking lies, pure lies. And he never got stabbed with a fucking boy knife that big either. You fucking crank. He put a drawing of Lee on the floor. How could the chalk be there after 30 odd years, 33 years? How could the chalk with Lee Duffy be on? He was never on the floor, dead. He never died on the floor. He went to the hospital. He went to the hospital in the car with the lad, took him. There was no ambulance phoned because the hospital's only about 2 minutes away. It would have been there in 8 minutes. All lies you made up. If they'd just held on, you would have got, no, he wouldn't have held on. There was no ambulance phone, you fucking liar. You call, you said he was still, you told me he was pinching out of pound shops. There was no pound shops in 1991. It was 1992, 93 in Western Superman was the first ones. The man put 30 grand into it and he made 30 grand back. So he got another 2. Some bright, like a bright spark, one of these clever, like an ex-bank manager or something, young lad about 25 or something. And they end up buying pound shops. I think it was like near the 2000 before the pound shops come up here. There was no pound shops in 1991. And why the fuck would Steve Lee Duffy want to pinch his pound item when it's a pound? Doesn't it make sense? That's what you don't think, like normal people. You think it's funny to make lies up about people, but why would he pinch a pound item out of a pound shop when it's only a fucking pound? You're mentally fucking deranged. You just talk shit all the time and you make a fool of yourself. And that's why your son can't stand you. You're stunned. And all your family can't stand you. They won't have you need them. Grove Hill lads won't let you in. You're not allowed in Middlesbrough. You're not allowed in Teesside. You're not allowed back in the North. You're not allowed in Newcastle. You're going to get chased out of Leeds next. That's what I've been told down there. They're on about chasing you out of Leeds if they see you. Where are you going to go? Maybe I know. Maybe the moon. Why don't you go to the moon? Get on the moon or Mars or something. Get on there. That's what they should have in there. Should have a penal colony on Mars, shouldn't they, for all the wrong ones? Zap the cunts up there, leave them there. Yeah, people sell smack. You're contributing to old people being robbed, children not being fed, and fucking burglaries and houses robbed and cars robbed. That's what it does. And people end up, no disrespect them. It's horrible to say, but a lot of them have been abused as kids, so they take heroin to try and forget what they're doing. There's nothing good about being on it. But there's kids out there really suffering with depression and so they take a little bit off a friend, another bit, and the next fucking minute they're addicted to it. And it's horrible because you can see the demise of these people. You'll see them like 15, 16 stone, and 2 or 3 years later they weigh about 7 or 8 stone. And you feel tears come down your face, and it's all because of that. And you say, "Oh, get yourself off that." When I was doing Middlesbrough, when I was over Middlesbrough and them places, if I'd see them numpty cunts coming over, I used to chase them and just give the lasses here 20 quid each. Fuck off, go on, stop hanging on the streets for you and they're getting fucking seriously hurt. Because these pedos end up beating them up and everything. So I used to hate it. I used to see the girl who was going to work. Me and John Black used to go to work we used to go down the back way over where the border is. We used to come down that way, go into the town. And you'd see the girls stood there and it's fucking heartbreaking seeing them. I hate to see it. But what happens is they end up getting on smack because they've been abused as a kid. So they go take drugs to try and mask it. And when they mask it, they end up getting on drugs themselves. So they end up taking heroin and having to sell the bodies for the heroin. It's fucking so sad. It is. It's fucking disgusting. And nobody does fuck all about it. Nobody does. I was on the documentary. I said, if I was in Melbourne now, I'd stop all this. See all this prostitution, so I'd stop the fucking lot. I'd have it where there'd be a place where, say they were prostitutes doing it, make it like a business like they do in America, where, or like in Holland, where the girls can be safe, where they're checked by doctors every week. And have somebody working on the door like a doorman working, so no one can beat them up and do things to them and make them, so they're not taking drugs and stuff. And they're tested every month or something, like in America, Texas, I think they do it. And there's nobody getting raped because these fucking vermin, they like raping people and things. So they start off nicely, and then they start being violent to them and stuff. So that would stop, that would eradicate that. And it would eradicate loads of the fucking the beatings and stuff, and people, because a lot of the prostitutes get killed, get murdered. There's been loads of Middlesbrough killed over the years. There's more prostitutes get murdered than anything in Teesside that I can remember. There's that many being killed. It's fucking terrible. But yeah, you get these people, they're horrible. But Tinfoil, he's so good integrating with people. He plays the victim. He's so good at my husband's really poorly, and all that fucking shite after a while. So yesterday he was begging me like he was on his hands and knees. When is it going to stop? 12 months you've been doing it to me now, 12 months. But what about Dale Brendan Hyde? What about poor Matty Joseph turning his grave through you? What about fucking poor Carol Edwards? Poor Carol's fucking kids? Poor Carol's fucking brother-in-law, Lee Duffy. Laurie Duffy begged you not to do the book. You still went ahead and pretended that you had to go ahead off Carol Edwards, which is on here, Lee Duffy's partner, pretended you had permission to do a fucking documentary. And when she seen Stewie Armstrong, he went, thank you for the content and all that. And she went, I never cut content. Found out, went to the page and you were trolling her, calling her loads of disgusting names. And he said, don't ever fucking speak to me again. And Stewie apologised to her. And he stopped the documentary. He came on my podcast and told me the story. He was talking on the phone a few times. And you did the same with Laurie Duffy. You said, Laurie Duffy gives his permission. And he said, go and see Terry Dicko and Rob Suggett. Rob Suggett's a great lad. They went and seen Rob Suggett and they started giving information about Lee Duffy because they thought Laurie Duffy had given permission, like the brothers on board with it all and all the families on board with it. He lied again. Compulsive liar he is. Anything to do books. He's just fucking vile. He's always ripping people off. Look at the Tina show. Tina come, Carol met Emma and Tina, and the Carol, they were all together. And I can't find like 4 or 5 of them. All the girls were together. And Tina Shaw said, "I never give you permission to do my dad's book. I never give you permission to do a documentary on my dad." He said, "Oh, I know Tina Shaw well. We go out drinking. She's a great friend. I've slept at her house with her. We've had great times. We go out down Essex and all that." She went, "I've never met you in my life. I don't even know who you are. See that book there," she said, "that's toilet paper. Pure toilet. My dad was a legend. That's pure toilet paper. You're a compulsive liar, right? You tell everyone you've got my number. Phone me now on the live. You couldn't do it, could you, tinfoil? You know why? Because you never met her. Tina outed you. You tried to do Roy Shaw's documentary, so we got hold of Paul Suggett, who was a documentary mate. He said, this is the third time now, Brian. He said, there's never be another one with him. He said, I'm finished with him for good. He did it with Neil Jackson. Neil Jackson came here. I said, where have you been, Neil? I've been waiting for you for fucking 4, 5, 6 hours. He said, he's had me in every crack house and drug house in Middlesbrough. He said, it's not even those itching, man. All enough. He said, I can't afford to be stopped because he'll just throw the drugs on the floor and I'll get nicked. He said, I'm not an idiot. He said, don't get me wrong, I had bits and bobs when I was young, 16, 17, 18, whatever. He said, but I'm a married man now and I'm a cameraman. I've got a living to make. He said, I can't afford to lose my job because I'll lose my mortgage and my car. And I couldn't understand exactly what he was on about. So he said to me, I'll do this one today with you, but I promise you now I'll never work with you again, Jamie. And he never worked with him again. Kept away from him, completely fucked him off. So everywhere you go, you can't even do a documentary, you can't do an outbound walk because everyone keeps fucking you off. And you go around with that camera pretending Lee Duffy and he got stabbed and the blood could be smelt for miles and all. You exaggerate everything to the fucking bullshitter. Absolute shite you come out with. I know Lee Duffy, what Lee would have done to you, this is me, I know what Lee thought. Like, he wouldn't just go back and knock you out. He'd knock you out unconscious, take everything off you. Take everything off you, see you again 3 months later, knock you, break your jaw again, take everything off you again, and he would keep doing it to you and doing it to you and doing it to you. He'd never let go. If he'd done it when Carol was alive, he was here now, you'd have been gone. You'd have been gone. You would have been a fucking puff of smoke, you silly cunt. You'd have been definitely gone because no one could have stopped him because he would have just destroyed you. What you've done to his family, his children, it's fucking disgusting, absolutely vile. To pick on the lady like that, who she suffers from her back really bad, really suffers, and she's got children and a granddaughter to bring up. And she brings a dog up, she's going to keep a dog like I had. And her house is immaculate, she's immaculate, the kids are beautiful, they all speak lovely. Peter, come here. He said, I'm not as good as my mum with papering, but I'll help you do the house. And he helped me do the house when I was poorly. What a lovely gentleman he is. Lovely kid. We had loads of fun talking about Lee and that from the old days. I was telling them stories. He absolutely loved being here with me and Emma. And he said, it's been great coming to see you and that. But I said, if you ever need me, I'm always here for you, you know that. But that's what I'm like. If I'm a friend with someone, I stay a friend for life. Like Sir Sean Dale tell you, like big flat, he would have told you. Big what do you call it? Big, what do you call him? Kev Kilty, been friends with Kevin for over 40 years. You don't fucking fall out with friends, you stick with your friends, that's what they are. You stick with your friends, you don't fucking chop and change. What you do, Jamie, you use people, what you did, you went, I've run Lee Duffy out, there's nothing left. Like if he was a piece of shit, that's what you went, I've rang him out, there's nothing left I can use. Because what you do, he calls it, I put my own spin on it. When I was doing the book with Lee Duffy, he went, say this and say that. I went, I'm not fucking saying that about Lee. He said, no, I'll make more money off that with it. I said, but that's not true. How can I go to sleep at night lying about my fucking friend who was not here no more? And I've got to sleep that and wait up thinking, what did you say that for? Well, you wouldn't do it. Because I wouldn't do it. You didn't like it. I told you not to do it. And when you wouldn't give me the content about the Lee Duffy book, it was called Once Upon a Time in Teesside. I give you about 40 stories about me, Lee, what he told me. And Carol said, everything you've said, Brian, there, it's nearly 100% on the letters and stuff. You're right about loads of stuff that you said. Nobody else knew that, so Lee must have told you. So I was doing the book and we did the book with Stephen Rafe, and we did it the right side of Lee Duffy. You wanted to say he was like the Terminator, and he used to make Brian kick the doors in case he got shot. And no, he did not. I kicked the doors in because I was fucking massive. Lee was about 15 stone. So to me, he said, you've got the key of every door. He used to laugh like fuck. He said, kick that in. Like, can you open that one? I said, of course I can. Kick the door in. He laughed like fuck. He was obsessed with my strength. He had me picking cars up all the time. Back the cars, you know, used to be able to pick them up, and he used to love it. Show him off something, you know, right? He was dead. Sometimes he was like a little kid. Like a little kid in the playground, you know, where you're showing off with your friend. He was like that. And yeah, he was funny as fuck. But he was dead loyal. He wouldn't say you were fighting, and you're like 20 lads there, and it'd be you there. He'd stand there with you until we'd knock the fucking 20 of them out. We wouldn't stop until we're like robots in a way. But I would have never run. He would never run. We'd just stuck together. And that's why people used to say, how the fuck are we going to beat them? You can't do it. And that's when they started shooting them and stuff and shit like that. Fucking scumbags. and nobody smashed his grave but 4 times. Because I asked Carol, he got smashed once, and the lad who smashed it up ended up hanging himself. He was an Asian lad, I think, and he killed himself through the shame of what he did. He was saying he was putting the tombstones in and going, "It's Lee Duffy from the grave." She went, "What a load of garbage." So Jamie Bell told me that, and Carol told me. I thought, fucking hell, I was believing him, because I was going to go and find all the ones who did it, you see. And I was saying, "Who was it? Who said it?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "But they were doing it to his mum, Brenda, phoning up at like all hours of the morning and saying, that this is Lee from the grave, how you doing," and all that shit. It never happens, rubbish. He just exaggerates with everything. Steve Shannon. Yeah, so he's been found out the good people at Teesside know what you are. You're a fucking wrong. Yeah, I'm glad you're good, Carol. Really good. Carol, there's a trick she's taught me. She said, get the heat and blanket we put on your bed. You know, like when you put on, you put it in, you put it on, you plug it in. It only costs 1 pence an hour or something like that, Carol said, to keep you warm. So if you've got a bad back, our back kills. So our Catherine does it as well now. So our Catherine does it for her back. So you lay on the bed for about 30 minutes and your back just feels like it's on fire. Then you feel like you're sweating. But when you're warm, then if you've got, like, say, you're suffering from arthritis and stuff, put it on your back and you go, "Oh, fucking hell, that's brilliant, that." But after about an hour, you can't take it, it's too hot. But it makes you fall asleep and there's no pain in your back, because with arthritis and stuff, and obviously the back injuries aren't always fucking horrendous. They're not dear either, really, really cheap. Olivia uses it as well. She's got her using it. That's a granddaughter. Lovely kid there. What a lovely kid she is. Yeah, we've got great friends. We've got great people behind us. We've got great people like you on here. And it's just nice to be, it's just nice to really know that people believe us now and really believe it's this fucking lunatic. Because he keeps doing the same thing to everyone. Like somebody said, Steve Shannon and all the others, they wouldn't lie. These are tough lads from Groveville. They wouldn't just make lies about someone. You feel embarrassed if you were lying about someone. You feel like an idiot. But everything he does, when he does a book, he starts saying, "I'll put my own spin on it." So this night, the Lee Duffy book was supposed to be getting signed and all that. So I said to Rob Brent, "Look, I can't do the book with Shirley and Jamie because they're lying all the time. You give me some information." This was a trick. So I said, "Give me some information on what he's written. If he's written it right, I'll go ahead with the book, Rob." I said, "I need 50,000 words there." So he sent me 50,000 words and I started reading it. Emma read it out because I couldn't, it was dead tiny writing. So I think she got a magnifying glass. She was reading it. "I never said that. I never said that. I never said that. I never said that." So what I done, I went, Shirley went, "We are going ahead without you. You've already signed the contract." "I haven't signed no contract. You crank. You never give me a contract. That's why I went to court with you." You go, "Well, you've given the go-ahead." I said, "So I've got Kevin Brown with me now. Kevin gave me some stories. So he's going to tell some stories I got off Carol Edwards. So she'd tell them if I went to court. How would you get these stories unless you got them off me or someone like that? So I've got the people that I can prove when I got the stories. Can you prove it? You couldn't do it." So she went, "We're still going to go ahead with the book." I said, "Well, okay." And Kevin said, "Well, I'll go to court with you. I'll take right to court." I've won 17 court cases over the last 30 years. Because he worked for the House of Parliament for an MP in there, carried the paperwork and stuff. So I said, "Can I have some paperwork?" So Rob sent me 50,000 words. So I started reading it. So what I did, I thought, I'm not here. I looked up, somebody texted me, went, "John, that's what she said to me. Do you know it's Lee Duffy's anniversary today and you're going to give the book away?" I went, "Thanks, Lee." And I looked up at him like that. I said, "You've just fucking put the icing on the cake for me." So I went, she said, I was going 10, 9, 8. She said, what's he counting down for?" Emma said, "He's giving the book away." He said he's got 50,000 words, so you can't do the book. And he's given the full 50,000 words what he's giving you. 4 months work I did, right? Because he was going to do this to Lee and Carol, and I thought, fuck you. I've got pride and dignity, mate. So I went 5, 4, 3. She went, "What's he counting down for?" Then she went, "Brian's got 50,000. You're lying. He said, "How'd you get the 50,000? So I sent the 50,000 words to them. Emma sent it. Because I already got a screenshot of the rest. Well, she did. So we've got it. Who'll give you that? I said, "Rob Brenton give me it." She went, "Oh, can we talk? I said, what do you want? And then there was this like hang on a string. "Look, we've done all that work 4 or 5 months between us all. It's silly to get fall out with friends, and you've called me Western shit the other day. slagging me, saying I was this, that, and the other, and called me names. Now you only want to, all it is with you, Shirley, is money, money, money. Fucking piggy eyes, ding, 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 ding. That's all you're about. We'll give you more percentage of the book. We'll give you 60%. You're going to give us 40 or something. I think to come out with. I went, no. Well, what we'll do this. I said, no, what we'll do this. 5, 4. No, don't be stupid. Don't, please. She was singing. She shouting. She was like, please sleep on it. Just sleep on it, tonight. Please just sleep on it. And he was in the background. You could hear him fucking talk to her. And I went, 1, pushed her. She went, oh, that's really clever, that, isn't it? That's really clever, that. Oh, that's what she said to Emma before we did it. She went, well, if you don't put this out tonight, if you don't do this book, we're going to put your argument. So when we went to see Sean Atwood, we did a podcast with him down Liverpool. He said to Emma, can I borrow your phone, Emma? So she said, yeah, Jimmy. He said, I just want to share a few things. He downloaded all the stuff off Emma's phone on his phone, sent it to Shirley. So Shirley went to us, and I've got all the screenshots, and I've got you talking, Shirley, and everything for the court case. She went, if you do this book, I'm going to put it's called blackmail, that, Shirley. If you don't do this book, I'm going to put your argument all over the internet. And I went, you fucking do what you want. You fucking test me, Shirley. You fucking don't even know you're messing about with. She said, started screaming at her. I lost my mum at 14. I'm fucking not bothered about you. I can give a fuck who you are. And she started screaming, oh, you're bullying me. No one's bullying anyone, Shirley. I said, you get on with your life, and I'm getting on mine. I said, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom, it's gone. So she went, oh yeah, we'll just get on with our life, so you just get on with yours. And I give the book away for free. It went all over the internet. So there was 50,000 words, but you couldn't have made a book out of it. So I give that to, I give it to the whole the universe, the whole people in the world got us. So I give it away free. I had a big thing on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sent it off. And it's been sent out all over the YouTube now. So they could never do the book about Lee Duffy and Hurt the fucking family anymore. So what a divvy you are, Boyle. You could have done that book with me, but the same thing, you wouldn't let me proofread it. You wouldn't give me the fucking, because you knew what you'd done. You knew you made all the lies about fucking stealing at the pound shops and all that fucking shit. All the crap you put in about Lee was shit. He was like a robot walking on the street, just punching everyone. He wasn't interested in money. Brian was, but he wasn't. We were trying to paint him bad. But that's what, like Carol said, the public wouldn't know all the bad side of people like Lee and you. But they don't like to hear the good sides about you. So he was painting Lee a monster just for money. Not my watch, like I say, 5. She was going, please, just sleep on it. Please sleep on it. Like she said, it was in there. Where was he at? Let me think. I think it was on the, I can't remember. I think it was in here. I think it was at this table. Yeah, it was here. I was that side. Yeah, Emma was here. Emma played like a fiddle. Fell right into the trap. Soon as he got him, Carlo, my full attention. Yeah, he's a fucking idiot. He's just a divvy. He's a pure carrying the lad. I'd hit him. 15-year-old traveller hit him. Sparked him in the fucking Queen's Head in Stokesley. So he's been ran out of Stokesley by the Travellers. A big, massive firm. They're all friends of mine. And they've chased you. And then you've done another one called Gavin, another good lad from Northampton. He chased you from there. Then you went to Newcastle. They chased you from there. You were peeing the bus. You were getting on the bus and pissed the bus. The bus driver was liaison with me, saying, that Jamie Boyle's been getting the bus on here, but he's only weed all over the fucking bus. He said, I've had the people have sat on the seat, it's all pee on it. It's so embarrassing. So the bus driver said to him, look, if this happens again, you can't come on. He said, he's coming on going, I'm Jamie Boyle. I'm the greatest author in the world. When you find out in the next few months what I've got coming out, you won't believe what I've got. You'll hold be able to read about in the paper in the old branch and fucking sit down with you. Every time we come on the bus, you shout your mouth off like shit full of drink. It wasn't, he's full of drink, full of drugs. And he said something to the old man, and somebody else said, here, shut up, you. Shut up. And he said, shut up. So the bus driver said, they're all complaining when they go to the bus depot. They're going, is he going to be on the bus again? So in the end, he went back on the bus. So he's on the bus. He said he's just got on with 3 undesirables, but all his eyes been cut. His nose busted, his lips cut. He looks like he's had a proper good eye. So that night, the night before, in Normanby, he was in their mouth off in a pub. And he said something about us, and he said something about somebody's wife. And the lad went bang, 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 4 shots. Really top boxer. And he pretended he was knocked out on the floor. And when they pulled the lad off him, he ran up the fucking club. But the people turned all the cameras off and everything there and all made statements against him. So he tried to grass that lad up. But all the people in the pub said he started it. Started trying to have a fight. And the lad retaliated back because he threw punches. So he got off with it. Another one you got off with. Another one you try to get locked up. I won't mention his name. But yeah, another fucking one. You're fucking evil, you are. So on the way back home, you were seen on the bus again by the driver. About 5 or 6 times, I think he contacted me. He said, Bed some row or Bed some avenue or something he lives in. I've just dropped him in that road there. So he must have been walking down the street. He said he's got 300 desirables, meaning people who are on drugs. He said he's getting on the bus and they've got loads of tins. They're drinking the tins on the way, all the way from Middlesbrough to Newcastle, which is like a stagecoach, I think they're called, like a one way there and one way back, whatever it is. And he said today he's been getting off the bus. I think it was a Saturday, and it was about 12 o'clock. And he texted me. I went, "Hey mate, you all right?" He said, "I've just seen him there." He said he's been on the bus and he's weighed the bus again, peed all over the bus again. He said, "I've had to stop the bus and trying to clean it a bit up and turn the seat round so nobody can sit on it." He said, "But I'm running 10 minutes late." So tinfoil went to him, "I'm going to be late, you, for my connection for Carlisle." So I thought the only person in Carlisle you know is Decker Higgy, and that's when the penny dropped. He was going to see there, and that's when he went on the show when he was calling Dale and me and people. He went on there. Dale Brendan and I said showed Decker Higgy what it was, and Decker Higgy went, "That Jamie Boyle wants his jaw breaking. What a disgusting, horrible fucker he is." I didn't know he was like that. And 2 weeks later, you tried to get people from Middlesbrough, didn't you, Jamie? You and Decker. You were phoning up people and say, "If you do this against Cockrell, we'll give you drugs. We'll give you £250 of the coke, and we'll give you £150 each." But they knocked you back everywhere you went. And the people actually contacted my friend Yvette Wood from Thornaby. She contacted Emma, and Emma went and seen the people. The people went, "We've never said a word." He said, "Jamie Boyle and Decker Higgy's phoning us every day, trying us to go and make statements, make things up about you. But we're not going to say nothing because it's not true." So he even tried to pay people money and drugs, and then people who wouldn't go to court as well. They've come forward and said they'll go to court as well. But everything you've done, we've got counteracted it. We've got it all. Emma's a genius with computers, and Marie Howe's a genius with computers. Absolute genius for them. She's got everything in chronological order from day one to all the way through this. And because we took you to court before that, there was no trouble. After the court case, that's when the onslaught of stuff come in. He did it with Stephen Wraith. So Stephen Wraith was friends with you. Because he backed us up and did a book, he started trolling Stephen Wraith. So Stephen Wraith said, "What you want to do, I'll show you how easy he is. Befriend him." "What do you mean?" I said, "Befriend him." He said, "No, but I don't want to let you down." I said, "No, befriend him and watch what happens in a couple of days. I'll guarantee you within 24 hours, 48 hours. He said, "Oh, look, I'm not to do with Brian and blah, blah, whatever he said." He said, "You're okay, blah, blah, blah." And we'll be talking within about 24 hours. Every single troll that was trolling him came off. And he texted me back. He went, "You were right, you and Emma, spot on." He said, "I've been trolled for about 6 months, and all of a sudden, for the last 2 days, not one single troll, not one single thing. And the only thing I've done is befriended Jamie." I said, "That's how transparent he is. He's a fucking divvy. He's so easy to set up and work out." Because in the gangster game, you know yourself, you have to be so intelligent to get away with it. Because the cops aren't fucking idiots. You've got to work and think every single thing, every move you do. If you're doing robberies and things, selling drugs, you've got to be really smart and really clever, or you get caught and you end up doing fucking loads of life sentences. But yeah, he's just a fucking complete fool. You try to take me on, and what's happened? You fell at the first fence. So I'm never going to back down. You thought because I was in a wheelchair that I wouldn't be able to do nothing. Well, I beat you in a wheelchair, and you still comes. I'm out of the wheelchair, nearly. I'm out of it now. But you were getting Decker to phone me while I was in the wheelchair. I was on the live and I got a phone call and went, "Hello there, I'll fight you, I'll cut your fucking throat." I said, "Well," he said, "I'll cut your throat at 3 o'clock in the morning." I said, "It's a bit late now, it's 10 o'clock, no, it's a bit early." He said, 10 o'clock, "Can you do it in the next hour or so?" I'm watching the telly, I'm going to be watching a programme. So I'm dead calm on there, so I'm not riled up. I said, "Look, stop talking shit. If you want to meet me, come meet me, I'll meet you. I'll cut your fucking throat." It was Decker Higgy, pretending to be a travelling man. And then we got a phone, Emma got a text, I think, while we were on live. Jamie and Shirley's just contacted Decker to tell him, phone him up in front of Benny's house now. But he didn't do that. He pretended, obviously, because he said, oh, I can act, I'm an actor. You know, he thinks he's an actor. So he put the accent on, like a travelling accent. And we found out straight away, we were under within 2 minutes of it being done. So we knew it was him. We knew straight away, and she showed us the screenshots and it because she lived with him, Rhonda lived with him, and Rhonda lived with him, and she's not answering her phone, and you can hear her not answering. She said, that's why I wasn't answering Brian and Emma, because I knew he was a paedophile, because I also went on the Carlisle police, because he actually, Decker, do us a favour, see what they've got on me. The daft cunt got his girlfriend and go on, known for a fact he'd been remanded 3 or 4 times to Durham for fucking sexual rapes. Put it in. Yeah, he's been done significant risk to women and children. 13-year-olds, 11-year-olds, 14s, 15s, 16s, all the way through. And she said, every 2 or 3 years, not every 18 months or 2 years, it's the same MO what he does. So they deemed him a significant risk because you get nicked for it and then it's left on file. And because he had something like 6, 7, 8 different ones that went, we deem as a significant risk to children and women. And when Mandy Jameson from Liverpool, she came on, he was going to do a documentary with him with the N99. So Emma said, I can't tell her because that's what you can't tell her, because if you tell her, it'll look like you're being sour and it'll look like we're only doing to get him back. So it's a little sticky one, this. So the next minute, he said, oh, Brian Cockrell and Emma Cockrell have threatened Mandy Jameson and she's not coming on because the taxman's threatened her. That's what he put on, him in tinfoil, that's what they put up. So Mandy Jameson didn't know Brian Cockrell or Emma Cockrell, but she knew Emma, second name. So they said Emma's second name, and they said me. So he went, my Emma. So Emma's like a sister to me. I've known Emma about 10 years or something. She went out with my cousin for 6, 7 years, I think it was, she said. She said, lived in Liverpool for years, worked with her and everything, lovely girl. It's not my Emma. So everything when she contacted Emma, and they were on the fucking phone for about 2 hours talking, laughing about this and laughing about that. So she said, well, what I'll do is, I can't go and get the Claire's Law or Sarah's Law and put it out and show people it, because you don't get it. What happens, she said, you go to the police station and read it out, so I'll go in tomorrow. So anyway, she said, listen, you, my lovely, Derek, Higgy, you told me you were a nice man. You told me you're going to go and help him. Her son was killed. He was stabbed to death. I think he was 12 or 13. She said, I can't divulge everything, Brian, Emma, because I don't want to jeopardise the campaign I've got. I said, we understand that. We'll support you through that and all. If you need us to come and help you under the lift or anything, we'll be there for you. So, no, you're a lovely man, you know. I said, thank you very much. She said, Emma, you've got so good nerve, love. So I said, well, I've got a good with Emma. So I said, she said, I'm going to go to the police station and do it properly. I said, good on you. So she went down to the police station. She came back and she said, Derek, Higgy, I'm telling you, you're supposed to be, I've been to the police station today and I've heard your Sarah's Law and Claire's Law. You're not allowed to be near children. You've been told by the police. You're not allowed near children and you're not allowed near women. You're a significant risk to women and children. You've been around my 2 children all day. How dare you? She went mad on the thing. How dare you be in my house with my 2 children? You could have done anything to them. She said, don't ever come back to Liverpool. And if you do come back, you won't get out of Liverpool, because their family are all, they own gyms and all that. They've got like world champion boxers and cage fighters and all that. So she said, my family will not let you out of Liverpool. So I'm warning you now, don't come back. He's never been back since. Wouldn't dare go back. So she out with him as well. So she a liar. Come on, these people aren't fucking all made up. And then we've got John McLean. John McLean was getting disgusting videos of Decker doing that on the train and doing it on other things. But the videos went to his fucking son and his daughter. I think it was his son and daughter. I'm sure it was both of them. So when he seen them, he went, I think the son showed him it. He went, so he said, fuck this. Because John was like that much off being a barrister. He went all the way through it. And he cancelled the end because he's a really nice lad. He's one of them people who's lovely. If I phone him tonight and said I need help, he'd be at my door the next day, no problem. And I'm the same for him. I said anyone goes near John McLean, no fucker on my watch, will be going to his house because I'll be staying with him 24/7, 7 days a week, and he really appreciated it. So when he got the information, he said, I'm only going to tell Brian Fest. And he started telling me the stories, and he said, what happened? I went down to the police station because I was getting these strange stuff coming up. Other people saying he was this, he was a nonce, he was this, that, and the other. So I didn't believe it because I was a friend with him, and obviously I was working with him, doing business with him, getting in movies and stuff with him, getting him into movies and stuff. So, and doing anti-mental health campaigns and stuff. So he seemed lovely, like, well, the dude on the Predators, look at Jimmy Savile. So he said, I decided to go down and do a Sarah's Law and a Claire's Law. So he did the Sarah's Law. And they said on there, John had to go down. And it said he's a significant risk to women and children. 6 times he's been remanded, I think it was. 11-year-olds, non-penetrative sex with 11-year-olds. A 13-year-old he's supposed to have raped in a field. Sexually raped another one, he got done for it. Grabbed the woman in the toilet, tried to get her trousers down. Got charged for that and taken to court and was done in the Carlisle court. He was done there. So he's definitely down as a predator. So he says, I just don't want other people, him round for the people in case he does what he does. So he came on our show and talked to me straight away. And we did the show together with him. I might even put it up for you the next few days when this is over. So Tinfoil befriended, obviously was Decker's mate. And he was hanging around with him, going drinking and partying and all that stuff, and hanging around with him, obviously fucking getting up to where they go, them horrible places, young people are and stuff. So that Roman was hanging around with the Roman. And like that friend said to me, show me your friends and I'll show you what you are. And that's never the truth saying. So then what happened is, Rhonda then said, I've had enough of this. So Rhonda was his missus, and Rhonda had kids. I think she had a couple of kids, 2 kids, I think, or something. So she said, I'm not having taking chances with him. So she phoned up and said, look, I'm living with a man called Danny Kiggy. I want you to check on my Sarah's Law. She said, well, the problem we've got is what you have to do with that, you have to come into the police station, and we give you in the police station in the room where we check it out for you, then we get an appointment. You come in and we give you information. Said, but because we can't do that because of the COVID, so I'm going to have to give you over the phone. She said, well, it's okay. So she got all the stuff the next day or something like that. Phoned her back and said, listen, he's deemed as a significant risk to children. And that's when she said, 11, she went, it choked nearly. I went, could you say that again, please? I missed that bit because she's recording it because he's there. He's got to do it. 11-year-old, she said he didn't have sex. He had non-penetrative sex, could be mouth up, down below, whatever. So she said, and then he had one with a 13-year-old, I think it was, 14 or 15, 16, and sexual assault in the toilets with these people. He was ranted to Durham, I think it was, a few times. And she said, if I was you, as me telling you I've got kids, keep them away from your kids, just keep away from it, it's not worth taking the chance. So, but by law, you're not allowed to divulge this. So he then got the information off her because it was read to her, so she recorded it. And she screenshot it, screened back to him. So he went and seen his mum the next day. Mum, have you seen that? What they've said? It's a significant risk to children. So he's talking to his mum. He says, Mum, if anyone sees that, they're going to think I'm a paedophile. His mum went, I know, Daddy, your dad said the same. Everyone's going to think you're a paedophile. But can you remember, Mum, when that Rhonda told you about that? I think he said 13-year-old. Sure, it was 11 or 13-year-old. He said, about the 13-year-old, about a year ago, or maybe more, she told lies. And then Rhonda went, oh, she's a liar. I said, that's the one I'm getting the blame for. Something like that. She went, all right. So he was trying to pretend. He said, can you remember? And his mum went, no, Derek, I only found out this morning. I think it was this morning or yesterday morning at the hairdresser, I think it was. And I met Rhonda. Rhonda told him because she got the information the night before. So she told him at the fucking hairdresser. So his old mum goes, no, Derek, I've got the full tape record, 30 minutes long. I got that off these missus because she only trusts you and Emma. Isn't it funny, all these people only trust me and Emma, but we're supposed to be trolls? Come on, fucking hell. So we got this information, got it there, and tinfoil's been on today, pretend to be a woman, pretend to be Derek Iggy's fucking dad, pretend to be Derek Iggy's dad's friend, pretend to be another fucking woman. I know it's you daft little cunt, so I went, chip pan fat head, something to put on. Straight away, community guidelines strike. I went, so when you come back, and I went, I only give you that, you moron, to see if it was you. It was only you sending them things. So what you do is, you try to send him a message, right? Because I know he did it. I try to send him a message, and he blocks it. So it's like a tick like that, a tick, a circle with a line through, and then something else and something else. There's 4 things, and what they can do, I don't know how to do it. They push a button in it. When you send your message to go to him, you can see it, and he sends it back. So I just sit there for about 2. I leave it for 3 hours, watch a film, go back on and go push the button up, push the button down, then push it, and it goes send him the message. Drives him fucking mental. Yeah, he's going, this has been going on for 12 and a half months. When is it going to stop? Crying like a little girl on the thing this morning on the text. You need to leave this man alone. This has been going on for 12 and a half months. No, you brought it on. You released the dogs. Yeah? Once you let the dogs loose, you can't fucking call them back, Jamie. That's what in my game, you can't fucking release the dogs on someone and then call them back. So you're in a game now. But it's the game now is the bully's getting bullied now, isn't he? The bully who bullies everyone, you and your missus, it's all falling to shit. And you know what? Shirley will blow the socks off you if she gets caught for the malicious communication. I think she cannot afford to get any single tiny discrepancy. She works for like people like the Sitting Advice Bureau or the legal secretary who answers the phone in the gas board department of the Sitting Advice Bureau. So if she gets malicious communication or anything like that, she's finished. She'll never work again. She'll have to work in the toilet, washing the floors. In the pubs and clubs, she's going to work in the toilet, scrubbing the floors on the floor. Hattie aches. Old Shirley Crabtree. She's going to be gutted. She's going to be sat there fucking crying because you've got her the sack. And she will finish you then. Because she's a proper narcissistic personality disorder. She's like, do you know the matron of Matilda, the big fat one, who's horrible, and she makes the big fat kid eat the chocolate cake. That's what she's like, like a proper bully, pure bully. She talks to Jamie like shit, really bad. How dare you speak to me like that? You know, proper like a headmistress, like over the fucking top drama queen. She's one of them, and she talks to her son like that, pure shit. But the thing is, she's sitting there, knowing for a fact. She went, we've got the screenshots. She's going, tell me, please tell me. He hasn't overdosed in the snowgram. I said, no, but he's off his head. He fell asleep in front of hundreds of people. She went, I don't believe this with him. I've got the screenshots of you, Shirley. He went, he does this all the time. He can't just have a few bits of this or a bit to that. He has to always overdo it every time, everywhere he goes. He's so embarrassed. I can't apologise to you and Emma and Tony and Bobby enough what he's done. She said, I can't believe what he's done again. I just can't believe it. She said, every time he goes out, he has to take multiple drugs and drink. Can't just be like a normal person getting a bit drunk, having a few tablets, a bit of ghee or whatever. He has to overdose. He has to overindulge. That was the word. He has to overindulge all the time. And now, Jamie, your own wife's slagging you up and calling you now. So the thing, you know, it's called the final curtain's coming down on you now. It's all over for you. You're trolling what you've been doing for 10 years. The books you've been lying about to people like Carl Edwards and Lee Duffy's brother. The Lee Duffy books you've done, the Roy Shaw books. It's end of the road for you now. You're begging people in Leeds to do books. And no one's done the books for you. You haven't done any books with Leeds. You're supposed to be, but Peter seen. He said to you, the kickboxer, Katie Price, what do you call him? Alex Reid. He said, oh, yeah, Jamie, all right, Alex? He went, yeah, I'm okay. He said, Jamie put on his toes, trying to be clever. He went, when are we doing this book together then, Alex? He went, I'm not doing a book with you, Jamie. He said, you've got too much going on at the moment, and I can't be getting on with it. He said, so I'm not doing a book with you. Right on a live, right in, what an embarrassment. Watching him, instead of asking the man before, trying to be clever, thinking he'd be clever. But Alex Reid found out because people have told him what he is. Big Joe Egan and all them have told him, Norman Buckland and all them, all of them have told him what he is, a pure Roman. That's why we get messages off people like fucking Norman Buckland, messages off John Elite, messages off big Joe Egan, all them people, like big Rob Holloway, fucking brilliant people. And all the Teesside behind us. Terry said, everywhere we go to Nottingham, go to Manchester, first thing, how's Brian? And whatever pub we go in, they'll recognise Terry. And I'll say, how's Brian? Is he all right? And they'll go, yeah, he's all right. He said he won't give in, but he's fucking stubborn old bastard. And he said, oh, Brian won't give in. There's no chance he's going to give in with him. I'd rather fucking die. If they said you can win, you can keep going, but it's going to kill you, I'll keep going. I'll let it kill me, I wouldn't give a fuck. As long as I can prove to the whole world what he is, and my wife can get peace, and people like Carol Edwards and her family, and people like Steve Shannon and other people who've done nothing wrong to this man, all they've ever done is told the truth. He's so opinionated. You can't take opinions. You don't even know the difference between an opinion and a fucking malicious communication. I think even the police said that. You can't take criticism in any way, shape or form, because that's what narcissists are. Narcissists, if somebody says to me, I don't like you, bro, I say, okay, mate, thank you very much for your comment, God bless you. You go to somebody else. I don't fucking sit there all day trolling people like you do, just because somebody doesn't like the Lee Duffy book, or doesn't like your Paul Sykes book, or doesn't like Paul Sykes, or what you've said. You're like a little 5-year-old in the playground. My dog's bigger than yours. My granddad's going to have a fight with you. But every time, Jamie, all you do is threaten people. And when people feel out, you go and get the police on them. The first thing you do is you pretend that they threatened your wife with a knife. Or you like, Dale, what did you say, Dale? Were you going to kidnap my son, Dale? I never said fuck all about kidnapping anyone. What are you talking about? Trying to put words in people's mouth, and that's what you do. Bullshit, it was 1991 then. For Lee wouldn't have knocked on his door. Lee was dead clever. He was proper sneaky. Lee, he'd wait for him. He'd have somebody else, but he wouldn't just go under the door and get himself locked up. He'd wait for he'd get waits till he went to a certain place. And he'd think he goes there every Tuesday. He was super clever, Lee Duffy, super clever. He wouldn't go to the door and fucking drag somebody out of the house because it wasn't our type of thing we did. You think, oh, he goes there, drink, or he gets drugs off him, or get him to set him up to get him. And that's how we get him. He would do it really smart, but he wouldn't get caught. But every time we seen him in the street, we just banged him clean out, completely knocked him out. He'd have broke his jaw. He always used to aim on the chin here, right on the chin, right in the middle of the chin there. He used to say he'd hit them there, and that was his favourite shot. Right hand over the top, big right hand. He used to, his legs wide open, he threw a shot and big massive right hand over the top. Really good left hook as well. I was calling Lee the other month, slagging him about 3 or 4 months ago when we were sticking up for him because it's not beneficial. Lee Duff to it now. So I'm not beneficial to him. So he falls out with people deliberately so he can not pay you. So you'll start arguing with him and say something like, because you said that about me, I'm not paying you. And that's his trick not to pay you. It's just horrible. I mean, if you tell him the truth, Jamie, why didn't you give the judge the disclosure? Why didn't you give me the invoices? Why didn't you give me the proof of how many books have been printed? Because you couldn't. Because you had no invoices. Because you never done it. The judge said your companies were fake. So all that time you were selling them books, pretending how big you were and good you were. You turned around and said, it's on the Hill Bread and Knives now, and God rest Lee Duffy's soul. He turned around and said, I made $3,000 off the Lee Duffy book. I used that $3,000 to put the mortgage on my house, 26 Selby Crescent, you lived at the time. Not there now. We moved out of there. And you got that house. And when the door pulled you in, they went, how have you got £3,000 in the bank? You went, oh, I got that to go and interview boxes and stuff and all that. £15,000 you had in your bank account, more than you should have, because it was all through book money. But you lied when the customs, not the customs, yeah, was it customs? Was it customs? No, fraud squads, but the Dole fraud squad got you in our represent you as a Mackenzie friend. I sat there for fucking 3 hours nearly, while you just told lies to the man. But all that there, what you said, it's all on recordings. It's all in the Dole on recordings. So you've now Emma's put it in where you said, Dale, you fucking idiot, you don't even make a penny on books. I made 3 like that and a K, kicking K, 3K of the Lee Duffy book. 1 book I made $3,000. There's you, grassed yourself up because you can't stop the NASA system. And then you told the Dole you've got no books. You've never written any books. Well, when the Dole looked, Jamie, if somebody points it out to the Dole and says, he's written no books, well, how come his name's on every single book? Jamie Boyle, Jamie Boyle, Jamie Boyle. Your name's on every single book you've written. Bretton's done that to you. Bretton's led you down the path, you fucking mug, because if you get caught, you're going to get done for all the books. You know why? Bretton's just a printer. You're the one who's written them. So you'll get done. You'll get done for fraud and deception. You'll get done for not paying your inland revenue and your income tax. Because every book your name's on, written by Jamie Boyle, and your audio and your Kindle and your paperback books and your documentaries, they're all for you. I, Jamie Boyle did this and I, Jamie Boyle did that. He set you up to do all that. So if a fall comes, you'll take the fall, you and Shirley. That's not me lying. Go to the police and tell the police I've said that. See what the police say then, but you won't do that, will you, Jamie? Because you know I'm telling the truth. You're a con man, rip-off merchant, and you're just a twisted, evil, sick troll. But you know when you get caught, and somebody really gives you it, the day you get caught, you're going to fucking shite your pants, you. You will squeal like a pig. You know, a pig when it's getting slaughtered in the slaughterhouse. You will squeal like that, you. You haven't got no bottle at all. You can't fight. You've got no courage whatsoever. You're dressed up as a cowardly lion. It's exactly what you are. The cowardly lion. You get slapped in the face and you start crying like a little girl, shouting for Dorothy. See, Shannon, it's all over smack and stuff. Done bad life with smack, one thing. Yeah, he's still doing it. It's fucking horrible. you know for a fact it's taking food out of kids' mouths and things. Yeah, but he just talks out his asshole. The cack that comes out of his mouth is unreal. The shit. I met a policeman who met a policeman. I met a screw. I talked to a policeman. That's all you talk about. You're obsessed with the police. So what he's trying to scare people as if to say he's in with the authorities, so he uses the authorities as a vehicle to bully people. That's what he's been doing for the last 5 years. So like with us for 4.5 years, he uses the police as a vehicle to threaten people. And they're not, them cops aren't fucking daft. They're probably sat back now and still thinking, fucking cop, there's nothing on him. There's not one Terry, there's not one Emma, there's not one, all the other people he's done. There's not one Dale Brendan Hyde. Every single person, like Marie Howard. How did Marie Howard get not guilty? You told everyone in the next 2 to 3 weeks, Cockrell's getting arrested and he's getting charged for 2 charges, harassment and threats to kill. Well, them days are nearly here now. You said you'd never go on YouTube again, but I think we've heard that about 400 times. So it's the same MO again. I'll guarantee you, he doesn't stay off YouTube. He can't help it. He's putting that other channel back up, Bellenders, putting stuff on about me there through the Bellenders. I know that's you, so I know this is really affecting you. But what you do when you put the stuff about, when I'm calling techie people, going, well, fucking hell, Brian has the right to call him. Brian has the right to put the information up to help the public. So what you're doing, you're making me bigger. Even Bram said, and other people said, no news is good news. So at the end of the time, no news is no good. So even bad news, you're putting bad things up about me, but people can see through it, you. And then they're going, and then why do you think so many people are watching? They kept the podcast every night. Why is like 1,600, 1,700 people every day watching them? And you've got no one. You sat there with Billy Nomates. You haven't got a single friend in the back. I can jump in the car and go anywhere in the UK or wherever, anywhere in the world. No one bothers me. Where you go, you've got a highway, a little parker on, like shitting yourself walking down the street, scoring your shit. And then all day you troll people. So how come you're trolling people every day? I'll tell you why. Because you don't work. You're on the dole and you're still selling books and you're still writing books and you're still making money off books. But you're on the dole still. And that's why you can sit there all day trolling people. Because you go and get your blue tablets and pop yourself all day with them. Then you start on the Subutex and then you start on your alcohol. And by like 10, 12 o'clock at night, you turn into Superman because you're full of drugs and drink. And then the next day you look like shit. You look like pure shit. Because you're going to have, what's going to happen to you, you're going to have a massive overdose. You're going to end up like you did before when your son caught you and your wife caught you, barking on the floor, barking like froth coming out your mouth because you'd overdosed on the tablets. I had 60 tablets in 2 days with no food, and out she said he did all the tablets. So Shirley videoed that as well. Shirley loves to grass you up, doesn't she? All the information's on her phone. All we have to do is get her phone took off her. We've got all the information off Shirley. Idiot. I just sit there, mate. I'm getting stronger and bigger and fitter every day. I'm getting weaker and weaker and shriveling up because there's nothing left of me now. No one believes the word you say now. Just like you say, when Carol speaks, you can tell the lady's telling the truth. When Marie Howard come on, you can tell she's telling the truth. When Tina Shaw come on, you can tell she's telling the truth. When Joseph Turner come on, you could tell. Terry Dixon, he had the letters from the court. Oh, they're made up. If they're made up, why don't you contact the court and have us charged for them? Because if they were, you would do that. The reason why you haven't done it, because the court cases are real. You're an idiot. You do anything to get people in jail. Anything you'll do. I'm going nowhere, Jamie. And even if I did get found guilty, they said the maximum they'll probably give you, Brian, with your illnesses and injuries and stuff, probably going to cost you £80 fine. I talked to a kid the other day. He said he got done for it. He was really doing it. He said, have you texted his page? I said, I've never phoned him on my brother's grave, my dad's grave. Never phoned him. I've never sent an email because I haven't got a clue. I've never texted him off my phone to his phone. I haven't phoned him off my phone. I haven't phoned there or his house phone. I haven't got the numbers. I don't have his numbers. And I'm not on Facebook texting him. But I do on here text him. But it's off Toby Smith, Johnny Jenkins, Andrew Jones. But I know it's him by Carol said the same. You can see his MO, the same crack, same shite every time. You can, within about, if you put 1,000 things on that wall there, words, and there was 5 Jamie, I'll find them 5 in about 10 seconds. Well, there he is, that's him. There he is, that's him. Straight away I can find them. I know exactly how he talks. I know how his brain is. He's got a very low IQ. It's called a moron. A moron was a test you used to get as a kid years ago in schools. And the moron was like the lowest IQ you can get. I mean, this man really believes that he's found Jack the Ripper. He's found Jack the Ripper. Well, where's he from, Jamie? Let us all know. Come on. You tell everyone what Paul Sykes' ghost lived in your house and he rings bells in your house, but you haven't got a bell. How the fuck how can Paul Sykes ring it when he's dead? And how can you have a bell in your house ringing if it isn't a bell? You just talk shit. And you just make yourself look like a fucking tit. So what I'm saying here is the truth. I can't get done for fucking making things up about you. It's the truth. So the cops look at it. I said to the solicitor, he said, well, you can tell the truth. If it's the truth, you can tell it, even if he's on drugs or anything. You can prove it. You can tell it. You can say it because it's true. But if you don't believe me, put on I smoke crack and weed. But he's shouting about going to feed me. Put on the Jamie Boyle, I smoke crack and weed. And go on the other one. Emma talks to Simon. You'll see there, Simon proves he's setting the bed in my house down. You've got Simon at the company house, trying to get the company house off me up for a fight. He tells the full story. And the other one is called Dale's messages Decker. You'll see that one. That is so compelling, that there, because that's Dale from the grave coming back to fucking haunt you, and Matty Turner's coming to haunt you. They're all coming to haunt you, all the people you've tortured. Billy Duffy's, he's there as well, another one, and Laurie Duffy. They're all there. Nah, mate, Rob Holloway, I couldn't believe he came out. I can't believe, I swear to God, in the bedroom, sitting on the bed. I was just steamed all the room again because I fucking suffered them night things. So I've done it 3 times now. You know, tonight my nose stopped running. So I've got all the bedding washed, all the carpets in there, and we took everything off. And about 3 times I've done it. And all of a sudden my eyes have stopped running and my nose stopped running. So it's definitely deemed the mites. They're dust mites, and we've been upstairs all the time. So I hardly come downstairs, so I just stay upstairs on the bed and doing stuff up there, you know, training and all that stuff. Or I'll come out and go out for the day with them or somewhere, or I'll run up with sisters or something. But yeah, just fucking freedom's a good lad. See all these people on here, every one of these believe me. No one believes you no more because you've lied. You know, there was an old thing years ago. It was called Peter and the Wolf. And what they said to me, said, look, there's a wolf here. Keep an eye out for the sheep. That's your job. You're you know, for the shepherd type of thing. If you hear the wolf coming, just shout, it's the wolf. So he shouts, it's the wolf, it's the wolf, it's the wolf. And all the people come with knives and bars and hammers to kill him, the wolf, and guns and all that shit. Running at the top, laughing at them all as if it was funny. So he did it again. Went back in the face. Don't be doing that again. It's a promise I won't. It's the wolf, it's the wolf, it's the wolf. You all run up again. Got the top, knives, guns, bars, everything to kill the wolf. No wolf, laughing again. And it's fucking mental. You better do it again. So he went, it's the wolf, it's the wolf. Went, oh, fuck him. Fuck him. Sat there. Got killed by the wolf because he fucking lied. So you've lied more than 3 times, more than twice, more than fucking 300 times. You're a compulsive liar. And you can't remember what day you've said things on, what day you haven't said things. So the stuff that we've got, you know, you don't even know what Emma's got because you can't remember fucking 2 days ago because you're intoxicated with that much drink and that much crap you take. Yep, that much crap you take. I mean, I used to take coke and I used to take crack and I used to have drugs and I'd take muggle on about sleep, wake up next day, I can't even remember what the fuck happened last night. You can't because the drugs and they're called mind altering drugs. That means they alter your mind. So you can't think. And another thing you can't do, you can't go to court when you've been tested with hair follicle or your nails have it in for 2 years. If you get tested in the courtroom and you won't give your hair follicle, it's the same as when you go to police. If you don't give your blood test, you get more jail. So if you don't give a blood test, instead of getting say 6 months ban, you get something like 3 year ban and you get a bigger fine because they know you've got drugs in your system. You're not prepared to give your blood, but then you get more jail for it. Everyone knows that. So if they say to you, we want to test you for drugs and alcohol, they're going to find it in your system and you will not be able to give evidence because you're tinted. It's like girls when they get raped and they're out and they're drinking and they're taking drugs with the person they get raped off. Then when they go to court, where you want in the police station to test them, to find drugs in the system, alcohol. When they go to court, they say that girl cannot give evidence because she's tainted. We don't believe her. but she can't give full account of what happened because she was impaired with drugs and alcohol. So therefore, the case is dismissed. Called a point of law, case dismissed. I know the law inside out, Jamie. You don't know the law. No, yeah, you do, because your wife's a fucking legal secretary. Not saying much tonight, are you, Boyle? I've noticed you've hid away. He's not saying much tonight. Well, I remember he's so excited. He's thinking, it's only 4 or 5 days left, because I think the 26th was 14 days, 27th 15 days. I think there's 5 days left. Yeah, I think tomorrow will be 4 or 5 days left for me to be arrested. And then Jamie's never coming back on. We can't wait. He's never coming back on again, he said. But I'll tell you a penny, he doesn't stay off long. Because that's his life, trolling people. He said to Simon Ambler, if you watch it, Emma talks to Simon, he said, crucify Dale. Crucify Dale. Dale had stage 4 cancer, and he was crucifying him. That's his words. Crucify Dale. You can hear Simon saying it. The man was there. He's got screenshots and posts and things where he's sending gay rape porn to people, sending it to us. He's obsessed with rapes, gay rapes. He's obsessed with them, absolutely obsessed with them. And it'll all come tumbling down on you, and you go to jail, and you'll be in that pool. You'll be in where all the wrong ones go. You. All the sugar and water gang will be waiting for you. Oh, sugar and water gang will be waiting for you. That's what will welcome you. Your nightmares. Yeah, you do horrible things to people. God, what goes around comes around. What's happening to you? It's stupid what you've done. I don't know why you've done it. You could have just got on with your life and paid us what we owed you, and you could have still been working with me because I'd have been loyal to you. You dug me up, Jamie. No, you didn't dig me up. You dug me up. He's horrible. He's just a fucking crank, isn't he? Yeah, so everyone's okay. Everyone in the chat. So Tom, age 471. True friends, bright. I bet Lee would be looking down at that. Would be funny hearing bullshit if he was 90, 91 again, and you and the duffer knocked on his door. He wouldn't dare. He would move. See, he only did it to me because I was poorly. When I was fit, his divvy mate Decker. I went, right, you daft cunt, I'll come and meet you now. It was over 10 o'clock on it. I said, I'll come and meet you now. You more. I know you just fought me. I'll meet you tonight now, or I'll come meet you tomorrow. He shit himself, well, I'll get the police. So he goes on the phone going, is that the police? On report Brian Cockrell. So he grasped me up to the police. So I couldn't have a fight with him because I wouldn't have a straight there on the tarmac with him. I said, I don't fight in the ring. I fight in the street. I said, so let's have on the grass or something. I did a playground or something. About 7 or 8 o'clock at night because it was getting late nights. I had like somebody take me up there and he wouldn't meet me. He fucking shit himself, cacked himself. Oh, I don't want to fight you. You're a legend. And I said, well, he said, well, I know it was Jamie got him to do it because we found out through Ronda. So he left poor Decker on his own. Poor Decker. Yeah, he's fucking balmy, isn't he? Right, guys, I'm going to shoot everyone. Thank you, everyone, tonight. We'll have a little rest and so much with something to eat, some food in me. And thank you very much, Carol. Thanks for being on. Love you all the world. Give my love to the kids and Peter. And we'll see you soon. You take care. Steve, Sharon, all the other people on here. God bless you all. Thank you very much for being on the show. Thank you. Oh, God, stiff I am. Carol was on. Carol was saying how good she was for us.
Can you turn it off? Yeah. I was going to say, what chance did you eat? Yeah. Awful.